goes over a tenth of a second faster.
Don't worry. Yeah. Keep talking. No. Can I hear myself?
I think it's working now. Sorry about that. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Formula Trout Does Le Mans. We're here tonight doing the 3 hours of Le Mans, which is an inaugural event for us, really. We've never raced here before, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I will be joined alongside me virtually with Christoph Bozer. I will never get that right. But yeah, hi there. We're currently on board with Griffin Gaming GT 424. Can you just tell me who's racing in this car currently?
That is Ryan Wilson. He's qualifying. He's looking good in this car. He's happy with this car. It's his favorite. Ryan Wilson, also known as Super Yam.
Yep, Super Yam, our American celebrity, and he's just riding those curbs as I believe he comes across the start-finish line. He pulls to one side as he lets the car behind him pass. I believe that's a younger car. Sorry, someone's trying to call me. Let's just end that. And let's just get everything set up, shall we? Bear with me a second, guys. Christoph, can you send me that entry list so I can have a...
It is in the broadcast admin channel. I can send it to you again.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll have a look real quick.
I also need to keep it open somewhere, so don't worry about it.
Danke. Okay, so yeah, we've got how many cars we're racing tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
15.
15. Quick maths. And yeah, you know, it should be an eventful race. So if anyone's new to endurance racing, we have multiple cars on track, several different... Sorry, Christoph, I can hear myself through your microphone, and it's
okay, sorry.
It's quite hard to talk when you hear yourself. 2 seconds delay. But yeah, so endurance racing, we've got a selection of different cars, different classes, I believe. Would you like to just give us an introduction to each car that's on track, Christoph, please?
I can do later because I'm about to make a call as an admin. We could just let me just talk. But
you do what you gotta do. Whilst you're doing that, so we've got the LMH Fiorenzo. I believe that is a knockoff Ferrari. We've got the LMH ProTech. I'm gonna say that's a Porsche. And then we've got well, they're the LMH class at least, and then we've got in the GT3 class, we've got the GT3 BMW and the GT3 Nissan. That's the BMW Z4, sorry, and the Nissan GTR. So 2 different cars in each class. It'd be quite interesting to see what they're capable of. I know the guys behind the scene have done a lot of testing this before this event was hosted, so there'll be a balance of performance, a bop, if you may. And hopefully the cars should be fairly equal, give or take certain things. So we're currently on board with the NDF1. What's that? Sorry, NDF1. That is car number 8.
That also takes part in Sprint Series, I've just recently learned.
Oh. So I've been out of it for a while, apologies guys. I will explain everything in due course, but tonight is it's all about Le Mans. So yeah, on board with Xavier Renk, I believe, currently, and he's racing solo tonight, so 3 hours of a very sore bum. I mean, providing he's got a nice comfy gaming chair, that shouldn't be an issue. The time and our thingamajig, our timing screen isn't exactly showing much at the moment, but that's kind of normal for Seto Corsa during the qualifying session at least.
So the LMH cars just started their session, so there should really be only three entries, as only the GT3s have 7 laps there.
I see, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, there's not that many cars on track at the moment. So, yep, Christopher's practically just explained why there's only GT3 cars on at the moment, because this is their qualifying session. When are we expecting the LMH cars, Christoph?
So the GT, when I said LMH green flag, they started their outlap, so they are just in Indianapolis corner.
Okay.
As Xavier Rank finishes his lap. So
oh,
yeah, they're on their outlap. They're going to be setting lap time soon. 15 minutes isn't a lot of time when you have a 3.5 minute lap for LMH and just about 4 minutes for GT3. A bit sad, NDF1 was taking part with 2 cars, but one car didn't make it to the start, or so I was told.
So we're just coming past the Porsche curves, and if anyone was at Le Mans this year, you'll recognise some of these angles. You know, especially if you stayed in the Porsche curve camping. Great camping spot, great viewing spot as well. It's where we, some of the guys a couple of years ago, watched the race start. As we embark on our first lap with the LMH car, I believe. Full beans now as they head up to Dunlop Bridge, and he's just overshot it, and we'll have to focus on the next lap now, as that will likely be invalidated. On board with Griffin Gaming LMH car number 8, which is being raced by Felipe Olsen. Going down the Mulsanne straight now. Full beans. And now coming up to the infamous little chicane there. Didn't always used to be there if you're familiar with Le Mans history. Obviously there for safety reasons. Could you walk us through the tyre compounds, Christoph?
Yes, for this race we have a new tyre supplier, which is called Trout tires. It features 3 different compounds: the soft, the medium and the hard, as you would call them traditionally. But in endurance they're called soft low temperature, this is the soft. The soft high temperature is the medium, and medium is the hard. It's
okay.
a bit confusing. The key is we're going to see the soft run a lot, which is wide walled. We have the soft high temp, which is essentially the same tire but works at a different temperature range, which is yellow walled, and we have the hard tire, which is red walled. In real life, they only have a certain amount of tire sets. Fortunately, we don't have that limitation, so I expect people to just run the softs, the white walled tire, essentially all race, and change them every pit stop. A lot of cars are struggling at the moment with track limits. That's because they're used to having a 100% rubbered-in track, and right now the track is still evolving. So a situation the drivers are not exactly used to. And Le Mans is a pretty long track. Who are we riding on board with right now?
Well, we were.
JGP...
Sorry, go on.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say we were riding on board with one of the younger GP cars. Yeah. I was just about to say how pretty their livery is. Annoyingly.
Annoying.
I really like that kind of
it.
yeah, the little kind of camouflage on it. It's really cool. Yeah, Maxi's forked out a lot for that. No, it looks really good. I mean, a lot of the cars... Sorry, you first.
I thought the car was going to be a bit more black with just dark green highlights like the last from the hybrid car, but like the Jaguar pattern at the back, it's really nice.
Yeah, I like how much effort people have put into their cars. You know, it's always nice to see, and it's iconic. You know, each car has its own, you know, individual look. So looking at this,
that's what we're making here. We're making history for ourselves, keeping up the legacy of Younger, of Griffin.
For sure, for sure. You know, the big names in Formula Trout, Griffin Gaming, Younger GP. You know, it's good to see them. Not translate. What's the word? Sorry, it's been a long day and I've not had much sleep, so it's gonna be a lot of me chatting a lot of rubbish tonight. But yeah, it's just nice to see them transition over into this series as well. So looking at the standings currently, Felipe Olsen has managed to set the fastest time currently with a 3 minutes 22. Younger GP car 49 is currently second with a 3 minutes 26. And the Continental Wazoo. Can't say I've heard of those guys before, but I love it. They're in third currently with a 3 minutes 27. And let's see, who was that set by? That was set by Ethan Mills, who will also be racing on his own tonight. The car we're currently on board with, the number 50, is in fourth position with a 3 minutes 28. I like it. I don't know. It's interesting referring to the car as the number, as opposed to the driver. It'll take a bit of time for me to get used to, and apologies for a bit of confusion, but it's
an odd sensation, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it. Number 50 is currently up on their Delta at the moment by a tenth. Looks like they might be losing it a bit. Oh, it spoke. I almost foresaw that, I think. They'll have to maybe bring it back into the pits if they've got a bit of damage there.
I don't think they're going to make another lap. It's just 3 minutes lap. That's really one lap.
You're right.
So either the damage is okay and they can just finish the lap and start another, or that's it. But they carry on, so
what is
looks like another lap.
What is the method for these cars? Do they just put in enough fuel to just keep going lap after lap?
I think so. I just watched Felipe pit, but really the tires last, I don't know what, five laps is the entire session, and the tires do last 5 laps. So personally, I would have just put in enough fuel for the entire session just to go. The bigger problem could be the hybrid, because some of the cars can deploy. The Porsche can deploy a lot of energy, the Ferrari can't. So the Ferrari needs to have the Porsche needs to have a cooldown lap to recharge the battery.
So I think
the Ferrari not spending as much hybrid, or unable to deploy that much hybrid at the time, probably won't have the recharging issues, so they can just steam through all sessions. Lap time wise, there's quite a big gap to the front. Felipe did practice a lot, so that's like 22:1 is an insane time, so that's actually could be pole already. But the gap is a bit big, so I expect the other cars to improve a lot. So P2 is not safe for Steven Stevenson, who's currently driving JGP number 49.
He is currently 7/10ths up, so he is improving, but yet isn't currently safe at the moment. Looking at the delta of Stala Alnak, they're currently 4/10ths down, so I think he might be safe from him. I say him, that is Roberto, I believe, who's currently in the car. But JD, who's JD?
Who's JD? Yeah, I thought about it so many times. It's like, you know people, but you don't know what their
their initials. Yeah. Jan Dragoon. Jan Dragoon. Yeah, I know. He's currently also 8/10ths down, so I don't think he'll be improving either. But we have Agnes Rositis in the other younger car, 51. He is up on his delta. Yeah, he could get into the 36s. Just about. think he needs to find a few more tenths though. Stevenson over a second up in his Delta, comes across the line. He won't get pole, but he will push his car a bit further up and might make him safer.
There.
As the other Griffin Gaming car slides into P3, but then gets bumped by... no, he goes P2. Oh, sorry. No. There's too many Griffin Gaming cars. Oh.
Checkered flag is out, you may finish your laps. Yeah, it's 3 youngest versus 3 Griffins, so it's like Ford versus Ferrari, but in terms of Trout.
Yeah. You telling me you want a Griffin Gaming car to beat a younger GP? Sorry, that was my worst Christian Bale impression yet.
Just a technical question: do you get your tower names changed to so maybe we can see the full?
That is the full one, so I believe I don't know why it's not showing all of the GT3 cars as well. Let's have a look. I mean, it's only showing one at the moment. They're right in 12th, so yeah. I wonder. Let me have a look.
I mean, there are. I think because it is limited, could be limited to 12, but I'm not too sure. We're happy we're having a stream.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Apologies.
We have 3 hours to sort it out, don't we?
Yeah, I guess we do. I've got a very cold pasta sat in front of me, ready to be eaten during the stream, so apologies if you hear some sloppy mouth noises as these...
munching my burger.
Stella Alnak's car pulls to one side. I have to say, that's also a really pretty, very simple looking livery, but I think it's very almost reminiscent of the... what's the word? What's the car I'm thinking of? It's very reminiscent of a certain endurance racing team. I can't. My knowledge on endurance teams is not the greatest. Not Porsche. What's the other one? Toyota. Kind of Toyota. Yeah, I think.
Oh, no, Jota is bronze-ish.
Not Jota. Sorry, Toyota.
Toyota. I'm surprised nobody picked that name.
Ah, there we go. That's
Cars are pulling into the pits. Oh. I think there's only the Continental Wazoo still on track. Could be worth looking at.
okay. Just looking at the. Looking at how the names are being displayed on the Delta, on the timing board, I think that's the best way to have it displayed.
Goes P4, wow. I just watched this Delta through the last corners. It was like 1 second before the Ford chicane, and then going into the second one, it suddenly was 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden he gained a lot of time, so must have made a mistake for that. I'm going into race director mode for the next 5 minutes or so,
Okay.
yeah.
still got stuff on the screen. Jesus. So, hopefully everyone can still hear me. We're about to witness the formation lap around Le Mans. Sorry if I start choking, I've just had a bit of my pasta and I've realised I put way too much hot sauce in it and oh Jesus. But that's not important right now. What is important that we're about to witness Trout history as the cars come under the Dunlop Bridge. As you can see in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, we're on the formation lap single file. This new app that's been produced by Christoph Boozer, very
Hello.
appreciated. I'll try and make it a bit prettier. So our safety car has been driven by Christoph Boozer, who we won't judge him if he overshoots a corner or anything. A lot of pressure on his shoulders right now.
I'm going to drive later. I better know this track. I've driven the car on this track before, like 5 laps or so. So I'm good.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like remind yourself how to drive the other car after having driven this safety car. Have they changed that chicane? I swear it used to go right and not left.
I don't think they changed the order of the chicanes, no.
No, okay, I must be thinking of something else, I don't know. I swear it used to go to the right though. So let's have a look at the standings as we are halfway through the track. So obviously we've got the safety car up in front, but then we've got the Griffin gaming car number 8, driven by Felipe Olsen in first. We got the second Griffin gaming car number 10, driven by Jordy Lewis in second. We got Younger GP car 49, driven by Steve Stevenson in third. Then we got Stella Alnak's number 89 car, being driven by Marco Radosia, and then we've got Griffin gaming car number 9, driven by who's JM. There's gonna be a lot of this tonight, apologies.
Who's who? Sorry?
Who's JM? Jace Merrick, of course.
Yeah.
Looking at the wrong tab there. So, I'm guessing... Oh, because obviously... Yeah, never mind. You're driving the safety car. Stella Alnak, car number 26 in 6th, driven by Roberto Radosia. And then we got Younger GP car 51, driven by Agnes Rositis, in 7th. Younger GP car number 50, driven by Jan Dragoon in 8th. Continental Wazoo 963, driven by Ethan Mills. As we're into double file now, I need to start picking up the pace. Continental Wazoo 23, driven by Luca Centorbai. I butchered that. I'm gonna shut up now because the safety car pulls in and we go racing, I believe. Here we go. And Felipe Olsen gets a great start, and it looks like it's fairly clean into the first deep braking zone. Normally we see a few cars come together here in the normal races. There's a bit of contact between a few of the cars behind. But no one off just yet, so all good. There's a bit of argy-bargy there with, I think, Steven Stevenson's car, and already we've got our first overtake as car number 89 looks to have taken a different line to avoid potentially coming together with another car. And all the cars are finding themselves bunched up, at least the LMH cars. And all these beautiful looking liveries, I must admit, it's so nice to see. Loving the green and yeah, yellow car.
Yeah, the green and yellow is the Continental Wazoo Racing.
Love it. It reminds me of the Green Ranger from Power Rangers. Big lock up there
nice
for one of the
green.
cars. It is a really nice colour of green, I agree there. Don't want to take my eyes off this gaggle of cars, but I feel like we need to check out the GT3 cars at the back as well. The GT3 cars? Yeah. And there's a bit of a battle going on between the Griffin Gaming car and I believe what is that? The in-forward car. Ooh, it's so much bigger.
It's a younger in forward.
Is this the BMW meme? is this what I'm with? Oh, it's like half and half. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's naughty. Oh, and a bit of contact there between 26 and 963. The Wazoo car just pulling ahead. And it looks like Radisha's having to slow down a bit. He's just giving the position up to two cars there. And you've got 3 hours of this irritating voice trying to grasp what's going on. Thankfully, Christoph is alongside me to
Finish my...
yeah. You take your time. Don't you get an indigestion now. This is great. I'm loving this. Thank you very much for putting in the effort, Christoph. This is really cool to see. You know, there was doubt that there wouldn't be enough drivers, there wouldn't be enough cars, but this is a race. We're witnessing, Formula Trout history right now. Is there accelerated time or anything like that? Are we going to see like a night time in this race or what?
Yeah, we're having a transition of day-night, but since the race was shortened from 6 hours to 3 hours, we're just having from early to evening.
Okay.
Might get dark in the last minutes.
Oh, we've got a big crash here. Oh dear, we've got number 10 Griffin Gaming, Geordie Lewis. Looks like he's gone into the barrier there. His front wing is not doing too well there. Let's see if he can hold on, but now he's down in 7th. Jan Dragoon found him. I'm pretty sure he was down in 10th or something when he in qualifying. Now he's found himself up to 3rd, so he's clearly got the race pace. And now we've got. No, that's not right. I was going to say the Wazoo car is up in first, but I think the Delta's not correct there. Yeah, because Felipe Olsen is pulling away. I think you mentioned, he's put in a lot of practice. He knows this track like the back of his hand.
Yeah, there's people prepared very individually for this race. Some people pulled in like 100 laps. Some people signed up and then practiced today, so it's a mixed bag. But it's entertaining nonetheless, or it can be entertaining.
We got the Rhodesia brothers going side by side, but I think I'm not sure what happened there. I think the car number 89 kind of outbroke themselves, and his brother, I think, was on the outside there, so couldn't really kind of make the turn. That won't help their chances tonight, but it's a long race. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities. Already like 8 seconds gap between first and second.
Yeah. In contrast to GTE, where Yam and I believe Maxi are battling it out, or is it not? Is it MJ? Let's take a look at the cleverness.
Sorry, yeah, Maxi Younger and Griffin Gaming GT car. Who's that being driven by? Ryan Wilson, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
This is really cool to see. Fairly equal on pace, these two, and they're both in completely different GT3 cars. Sorry, the chili sauce is repeating on me. I'm just burping a lot now. I can't believe we've got another 2 hours and 50 minutes of this. Oh no! No! Oh jeez! Oh, that's not what you wanted to see. I don't know what happened there. Oh jeez.
Must have happened on the straight, honestly. I wasn't looking.
I mean, there was a slight kink in the in the road, but they were both flat out.
Yeah. Sadly, there's only 3 GT3s driving today. As we said, lots of people on holiday who could have had as many GT3 cars as we have LMH, but
you're right. I mean, that's just unfortunate when it comes to trying to schedule. You try and take everyone into consideration, but at the end of the day, we have to go motor racing at some point. People are so selfish with their holidays, says the person who's going on holiday next week. And Stevenson edging ahead of his teammate Jan Dragoon, falling back to 4th, and there's a bit of a younger GP sandwich going on here. I wonder if they're gonna try and work together. The long nights.
It's odd. The car is being overtaken right now. 49 Stevenson is on hard tires, whereas the others are on mediums. And the 2 Griffins in front, I believe, are on the soft tire, as we have more collisions further down the road. Another thing you already mentioned is, you said somebody locked up. It's really easy to lock up, at least in the Porsche, and flat spot your tires. And remember, this is an endurance race. If you flat spot your tires, you're stuck within 40 minutes. If you're driving in the Premier Series or Formula Hybrid, you'll be like, okay, just change strategy, do an early pit stop.
Yeah, you're right. So roughly how long are these stints? Do they tend to last?
Like could be 40, 43 minutes. Yeah, or 40 to 43 minutes for the hypercars. The GTs can go a bit longer, maybe 50 minutes. I did test on the GT cars. But thinking back from Spa, where we had 45-minute stints for the hypercars and 55-ish minutes for the GT cars, I think 50 minutes is a realistic number. Toyota Wazoo, Continental Wazoo pulled into the pits already.
Oh.
He must have damage.
At this rate, he might find himself behind the GT3 cars. Well, they're still about half a lap behind. Depends on how long they're in the pits for.
I don't think he'll end up behind the GTs. They are just at Indianapolis.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Indianapolis. Yeah. This is such a huge track. This is so. I'm not used to this.
No, you're right. Cargo Vroom. I love just taking in some of the details on these liveries.
Yeah, I also really like the NDF1 livery if you give it a close look. Despite the car being heavily damaged right now.
What is that?
The back, unfortunately.
Ooh, yeah, that rear does not look healthy, does it?
I saw him go off earlier in the lap, which is 3 minutes ago. He's yet to come around. Let's see, he pulls into the pits. No, he doesn't. So he is feeling good. I mean, aerodynamic damage in GT cars is, at least in a set of Corsa, not really an issue.
I might have to run and go get a glass of water because this pasta's just too spicy. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll hold out for now. Yeah, if you start hearing me like hiccuping, then you know.
As we continue to watch the Baldwin Motorsports car, driven by Lader Rahim,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah,
I hope
yeah.
that's his name. He goes full send into Indianapolis.
Nice colour combo going on there. Nice classy purple with a bit of hints of blue, white.
He goes wide.
Oh yeah, overshoots that corner there.
That's actually a special Lamar livery. Usually his car is red and white. Today it is purple and white.
Oh. So, I was about to say Felipe Olsen in the number 8 car, already in the 3-minute 25s. His last lap was a 26, but it's like still at least a second faster than everyone else. Saying that, Griffin Gaming car number 9 just set a 3-minute 26.8. So they're all still finding their groove. You know, gaps are admittedly beginning to form. Oh, we've got a car off. We've got Stevenson who's off. I mean, he's found himself back in the right direction, but we missed that. Unfortunately, there was a bit of contact that might have been between him and the other GP car, the younger GP. Sorry.
I remember the track's only up 89%, as we've seen more crashes between the GT cars, or as I'm seeing on the live timing. Yeah, the track isn't fully rubbered up still. I mean, like 25, 26, that's an amazing lap, but we're still not even at 100% grip yet, so...
Yeah, you're right. That needs to be taken into consideration. These guys will be pacing themselves. They'll be wanting to put their foot down, but at the same time, they take into consideration that the grip's not fully there yet. But gaps are beginning to form now. 11 seconds between first and second. And we've passed
It could also be the difference between soft and medium. I'm not sure on the tire compounds. When we tested with Porsche, the medium tires were okay after 3 or 4 laps, but they did take 3 or 4 laps where you lose like 5 or 10 seconds in total. It's like the first lap was like 3 seconds off compared to the soft tires, so it could be drivers, it could be setup, but it could also be tires.
You're right. We've got, I mean, the first and second are both on the SLT tire. What's
soft
that?
Low temperature. That's the actual soft. Then we have the soft high temperature.
Okay.
Which is run by Continental Wazoo car number 963 in P9.
You're right. Yeah.
And the hard tire, or the ProTech hard tire, is not run by anyone, I believe. Oh yeah, medium high temperature. Number 4, Jordi Lewis. Sorry, no. Position 4, Griffin Gaming number 10, Jordi Lewis is running the hard tire at the moment. So yeah, all compounds on the track.
Fair dues to these two for being so close in 2 different cars. We're going to see this back and forth throughout the session, I believe. As here we go. Ryan going around the outside. Gets the move done. Down the straight. Will Maxi have enough pace and slipstream behind him? Makes himself known. Thinks twice about the overtake. Yeah, a bit of wobble there as well. No flashing of the headlights. Oh, and I wonder if Stevenson's pitting. Yeah, I just saw the overtake there. Car number 89 getting past. Can Stevenson even turn the car? What's going on here with the car ahead of him? Oh, they must have a lot of damage. It doesn't look like he can even turn it. Yeah.
If you look at the onboard, he's holding his wheel like, wow.
Yeah, that's not right, is it? I don't think that's physically possible to do that with a car. Oh, well, I wonder if it's just a quick pit stop for repairs or what. And the car 89 also in the pits.
Let's see if he waits.
Sorry, I've just swallowed the chili. I gotta get some water. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry.
Be right back. Believe Felipe Olsen's just set the fastest lap. We've got a refuel stop time violation of 1.1 seconds for Starlet Allen at car number 89. What's that mean?
That means, I explained in the driver's briefing, so the cars especially the Ferrari and the Porsche and the hypercars, refuel at very different rates in game. So we have a stop timer, a refuel stop timer that equalizes that time you refuel time.
Clever.
So if you refuel the Porsche from empty to full, it takes you like 50 seconds. In the Ferrari, it's closer to 30 seconds. So the Ferrari gets, if you refuel it full tank, gets to wait 20 seconds, and that timer is exactly shown to the drivers. You need to wait 18, 17, 16, whatever. And car number 89, Marco Radoccia, missed that timer by 1.1 seconds. That means he was like, okay, I go now. Despite still having a timer. He could have stopped again, he didn't. So 1.1 seconds is probably going to be a 5-second penalty, but that being a long race, lots of cars, gaps, I doubt it'll matter. But yeah, in the post-race investigation, it will be likely a 5-second penalty.
Fair enough.
How long are we into the race already? 20 minutes, wow.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm almost, I don't know, I could do this all night.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know, it's interesting. I mean, I'm glad you're here with me and it'd be a shame once you've gone, because I'd be like twiddling my thumbs like, oh god. But, oh, we're about to see our first lapped cars, plural, as the Griffin gaming car number 8 makes his way past both the GT3 cars. They kindly stay out of the way, and I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I think the give me a second. The BMW Z4? I think it's faster in the corners than the Nissan GTR is. Look,
Could be.
yeah, I think.
Because I see that whenever I watched, the Nissan was like slightly faster on the straight, so might be. The BMW also has a little bit more weight ballast, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I can try to give you an exact number on the BOP. The BMW carries 15 kilos of ballast, whereas the Nissan carries only 10 kilos of ballast, but has a 5% air restrictor.
Sorry.
If you're watching now, despite being a slipstream, the BMW just doesn't really close in at all.
No, you're right.
Only it keeps the distance, marginally closes in. Remember, it's in the slipstream, so Nissan might actually be faster in a straight line. As he backs out there, Indianapolis, difficult corner. You don't want to get it wrong. It's a 3-hour race. You do lap car.
Yeah, we're going to see some lapped cars here as the LMH is now catching up.
That was a close call, as his colleague. There is the next younger car. I mean, going past traffic that is battling is never easy. As the other Griffin car passes, see where's the next. Angus is a bit at the back. If you take Felipe out of the picture, it's a really close race.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. Felipe is the resident alien of tonight, by the looks of things. Would you mind walking us through the previous race?
The previous race, the 2 hours of Spa, was also essentially led start to finish, also from Felipe. Younger didn't enter that race, but Steven Stevenson was racing for the Maryland Racing Team together with Angel. they were. Oh, as I just remember, he wasn't leading start to finish. Frogger was Steven Stevenson was pulling away a little bit
Yeah.
until he had a pit stop and Angel, or the car, the Maryland Racing Team car, got disqualified for a driver swap infringement.
Oh
Unfortunately,
dear.
so they finished the race like after 50 or so minutes. After that, it was all Felipe. Behind him running was Jace Merrick, who...
Oh, we've got a car
pitted-
facing the wrong way. Car number 23, the Continental Wazoo. He's back on his feet. Not literally. And I'm just looking at the chat. I might be a bit behind. Apologies for not checking up on this. We've got 2 messages so far. Magzar saying, "Did I just see someone's pet dog on their skin?" And yes, I think that is.
That
this-
is a dog, yes.
Yeah, there's a dog. Which car was it again, though? Sorry, it was the Alnac, wasn't it? That's also struggling to get
I think it was
past.
the Stella Allneck chicken car, just passing the GT3s.
And then yeah, Thomas saying that's how a race should begin. You're right. Whoa, oh, we've got a DNF. We've got a DNF.
No,
The
we
20
got a driver swap.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Oh, excited now. Panic then. I feel bad for not playing the formation lap song now.
Is Chris aware his mic is... no, I'm not. Thank you.
Why? What?
Or maybe they hear me twice, but you don't.
Echoing really bad. Is it because you're picking up on my headphones? Apologies for that. I'll adjust the audio.
Maybe it's TeamSpeak. Maybe I don't know. The audio mixer.
Let me have a look. Can I make
It's working. Look at that.
our first official driver swap of the evening, conducted by car number 23. So we did have who did we have in the car before?
It was Luca Centorbi, and it's him again.
Oh, okay.
He is a solo driver swapping himself.
Exciting
Yeah, you know,
nonetheless.
If you gotta do driver swap, might as well do it early.
Yeah, you're right.
Where were we? Oh yeah, the 2 hours of Spa. So Felipe was leading after Maryland got disqualified at the back. I got taken out at the start, fought my way back up until P4. Jace Merrick, who was running as solo driver, unfortunately miscalculated his fuel and had to pit on the very, very last lap. Yeah, which handed me P2. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for Maryland, I would have been P4. The GT cars was dominated by Griffins until Magzias spun out and Ryan Wilson was still leading, but I think it was an Impact Blue 2 and 3, if I remember correct. Impact Blue also one of the teams that unfortunately cannot attend today. It's Jace Pitts. Lemon Series standings. Race 1 results. Yeah, the Impact Blue 2 and 3. And NDF1 number 895. Xavier rank in P4. This is close battling between the GT cars. This is a endurance series. This is not Formula 1. A team gets points for the highest scoring car, but not for every car. So if it's Griffin 1 and 2, and then Maryland in P3, Griffin gets 25 points. Maryland gets 15 points because their car is in P3 and nobody gets 18 points.
I see.
It's to equalize teams running a different number of cars. I'm wondering if they're actually sending it or if they're just entertaining themselves, and they or like you know, Tour de France where they drive in the pack and then just on the last at the end of the finish they start to actually sprint and still see who's still got energy. I mean, it's a 3-hour race. There's no need to absolutely send it right now.
No, you're right. You're completely right there. It is really cool seeing these two just battle it out the last half an hour, though. I mean, they've not strayed further than a second.
Ooh, as Brian Wilson outbraked himself.
Yeah, it looked like Maxi
Untypical.
was just about to join him as well, though. Maybe, I mean, I feel for the drivers who are doing solo drives tonight. You know, there's a lot of focus required. They're probably used to it, I don't know. But for me, I'd be trembling after about 20 minutes, to be honest.
It's a different challenge. I think I could drive 3 hours, but that's like the maximum I would do.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I'd like to be able to do it, but it doesn't seem appealing for me to want. I mean, I've not got a very comfortable rig or anything like that, so I don't know what it's like to be in a nice, comfortable racing seat, and I don't know. I just know whenever I've done a sprint race in the past, after the first race, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm done. Does someone want to take my seat? Hopefully the sound is a bit better now. Apologies. I've adjusted my noise gate. Yeah.
Yeah, Carter, please tell us if there's still something.
So did Jace Merrick, has he done a driver swap? Has he just pitted for new tyres?
I think he pitted for fuel and new tires, as we see the other Continental Wazoo doing its driver swap.
And just run it by me, like, so the driver swaps, especially for the solo drivers, they're mandatory. How many are they required to do?
Just one. Just one. A 3-hour race is, I think, one mandatory stop is fair.
Okay.
You could do 2, but you don't want to have. You want to have just as many driver swaps as absolutely needed. You don't want 10 mandatory driver swaps.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's also like a strategy tool because for the solo drivers, like when do you do your tactical your driver swap? Because it brings you back like a minute. So if you're Felipe and you just pull the big gap and then you do your driver swap, you're back in the pack.
Riding on board with Felipe now. Let's see how this guy sets a lap.
Felipe. Let's see. I'm not really watching your stream, I'm watching in-game myself, so race adminning.
Are
Yeah,
you
turn 1 is
focused on?
really difficult. You get a wobble on entry, turn 3, the exit of the chicane. You don't want to go out too much. That one's easy. Next one, heavily banked corner, so you don't really feel under or oversteer. The next one, the right-hander curb on the inside bites. Now Tetra Rouge, both the inside and the outside curbs bite. It's so easy to lose control on exit here. Then we have a long straight as I talk you through. Really, you could just lay a brake on your throttle pedal, get up, get a coffee, come back, get in position, wait for the coffee to cool, drink it, and then you start lifting maybe and brake at, I don't know, 120. You can eat the inside curb. Actually, the apex curb here you want to avoid also the apex curb. And onto the second part of the long Mulsanne straight. These cars can do 12 laps in one stint if you manage fuel. If you have to manage fuel, then you lift at like 100 meters before the braking board as you brake at 150. You can take the first curb, but it's difficult. It's better to avoid these just completely. And onto the last part of the Mulsanne straight, which is a bit shorter than the other ones. The ProTech, you just barely make it into the 7th gear. Over the crest, as you lift maybe, and then heavy brake. It's not an easy braking zone. I thought it looks easy, but it's not. It's not that easy. The Mulsanne corner, I didn't actually know that. I knew the Mulsanne straight and the Mulsanne chicanes, but I didn't know that this was called Mulsanne corner. So we're going over the crest looking into Indianapolis. Very, very difficult corner. Sort of decelerating as you go into the next heavy braking zone. Every year at Le Mans, some car goes off there. And Arnage, probably the slowest corner on the track. Not even a hairpin, just a 90, maybe 100 degree tight corner. And we're approaching the Porsche curves. Just a dab on the brake, feel the oversteer, then you're going flat out to the left-hander. Go to the outside, upshift 7th gear, brake while going into the corner, not too much, not too little. Keep it on the inside because the left-hander is difficult and you want to focus on the exit. That outside curb also bites. It does bite if you ride it too hard. And the Ford chicanes as he pulls into the pits. Okay.
He knew.
40 minutes.
He knew we were watching him.
I was about to say, you're doing such a nice lap and then you still got the chicanes left. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, he was up on his delta as well. I think he was about to set.
I think he probably dumped the battery because when you pit, your battery gets refilled. Let's see if he does the pit stop early too. Or
just the 2 cars coming into the pits as well. Looks like
JGP number 50 of Jan Dragoon and Jordi Lewis and Griffin Gaming number 10. Let's see. They're pretty close, so let's see who gets finished first. Agnes Rosette is also pulling into the pits. Hello, Thomas Marshall, our second race director of the night.
Hi, Thomas. Let me turn you up.
Kilgi, can you stream your stream in Discord?
Yeah, that's a bit of a tongue twister, that, isn't it? Give me a second.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully you'll be able to see now. Apologies if we're losing frames on the stream.
That way I know what we're looking at. You can tune down the FPS or the resolution or whatnot. It just needs to be a stream.
You can have 15 frames a second.
That's good enough. Has Jan Dragoon actually jumped Jordi Lewis, I think, in the pits?
Yeah, I think
Maybe
you're right there, yeah.
fuel economy a bit on the side of the Ferrari, actually. Or maybe he just has a different fuel strategy. I'm wondering if they're still... which tire are they on? Who are we looking at? We're looking at Jordi Lewis.
We're currently on board with Jan Dragoon, who is running the medium compound tire. But there's quite a few different tires being used at the moment. Felipe Olsen on the SLT was at the soft, low temperature.
Soft.
Yeah, the number 50, Jan Dragoon on the medium. Jody Lewis on the medium. What's the MH tire? Medium hard?
That's the hard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's medium high temperature, but it's actually the hard. It's,
My bad.
I don't know why they named the tires that way. If I could change one thing, I'd just call it soft medium hot. Soft medium hard. It's a hot tire. What's it called? Anyway.
R2 says, Trout Le Mans, let's go. Interesting to see some lift and coast happening during the lap.
Yeah. As I said, or the ProTech, I can only talk for the ProTech. The RSS ProTech P96, which is the car I'm driving later. On a full tank, you manage to get like 11 and almost another lap. So if you lift and coast, you can make it to 12 laps. However, if you do a 3-stop, that only brings you to 48 laps, whereas we're looking at 52 laps. So you're going to have that one more pit stop, which means you don't really need to lift and coast if you're on that strategy. Unless you don't gain an advantage by saving fuel and gaining that bit of a lap back.
And the mandatory pit stop, driver swap for the car number 895 this time. I can't hear you there, Thomas. Is it quiet for you as well?
Maybe no, you said something earlier. It's push to talk in here, isn't it?
It could be. I've switched mine to voice activation. I don't...
Yeah, because we have got admin rights. Godman,
yeah.
Sounds like a game. Yeah, I'm gonna play a game of Godman later.
Yeah, jumping on.
Save a rank back into the car.
Stevenson still down in P8 at the moment. Is on the tail of car number 26. And is pushing. Is gaining.
I wonder how he ended up behind him, because was he lapping him? No way.
No. He spun out earlier, didn't he? Had a bit of a boo-boo. Remember when his wheel was all over the place? So hasn't exactly had the greatest of races, considering Stevenson's previous accolades in other series.
We should get him on the straight. This is Ferrari versus Ferrari. No. Oh no, I'm slower because car. This is the same car. Let's see who gets a better exit as...
Oh jeez.
Production gets a wobble. Also, so does Frogger, but he manages to jar Solid. That's like 3 long straights. If you don't pull a gap at the chicanes, does Production go to the round, goes to the outside. Doesn't break him actually.
Ooh, bit of a lock up there.
Doesn't break himself.
Yeah, well done by Radisha.
What?
What?
What I was
Pardon?
trying to say, what I was trying to say is like, you lead into the first chicane, but are you leading into the porticos? Because this is where you can build a gap with dirty air and stuff. So Stevenson leads into the second chicane, and if he holds his line, has a bit of a gap now.
Just gonna jump to battle for P2 between the GP, younger GP and Griffin Gaming Car. 50 and 10 gap, just under half a second now between the two. Geordie Lois hunting down Jan Dragoon, and the big dive. Oh, and I don't think Jan
I would
Dragoon...
need to give up that position. Lifetiming also tells me Geordie has massive front damage. That's such an odd place to just send it, because this is such a risky corner. Maybe he sent it too hard and he just couldn't avoid it anymore.
Kind of like... Sorry, you first.
You kind of arrive at the fast right-hander, and you could power through, but you want to be on the right side, so you need to lift, and as you lift and turn right, the car obviously gets even more front load, and going onto the brakes, it's just so easy to just lose it under braking.
Jan Dragoon looked like he left the door open a bit. Maybe, I don't know.
I wouldn't have had there. I would have been Jan Dragoon.
You're gonna be anyone but Jan Dragoon. Why is it called the Indianapolis corner?
I don't know. Wikipedia told me so.
not doubting that. I just want to know why, considering Indianapolis isn't it a track in America?
Indianapolis isn't that even a state?
Yeah, America.
Yeah, America. Yeah, America. Sorry.
Isn't that a track in America? Stevenson still behind car number 26. Who's currently driving at the moment? 26.
Could be the other Rodocha.
Roberto. It's just Roberto, yeah.
It's just Roberto.
They seem fairly equally paced at the moment, the two.
I'm surprised on. I mean, not to put Roberto down, but Stevenson is. Is he Premier Series champion?
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
He won for that infamous team.
I mean, I know he's great. He's definitely one of the best to ever drive here. But so is Ernest, and he never won anything. So hard to tell.
Let's not talk about season 5.
Let's not talk about season 5. There's so many great drivers, and there's just 11 seasons. So, and DF1 Xavier Eng, another crash. What is he doing?
But it has to be said that Roberto Radicia is constantly improving. Ignore the fact that he just sort of missed that chicane. But yeah, I think we're seeing potential front runner of the future. Who knows? I guess it all depends on if the track and the car suits him.
You also gotta admit that as funny as it is, the Stella Olnek, the chicken car, is becoming iconic.
It is. I love it.
Me too.
Yeah, I love it when teams stick around and have an iconic livery go along with it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the in-forward card. I don't think I've ever changed their livery.
No, it's like I took part in like 3 seasons ago, and this skin was still the same.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, I wanted to have a different livery every season. There's something about trying to tick all the boxes, and this season I'll be a Red Bull car, next season I'll be a Ferrari.
I mean, there is an evolution.
Yeah.
It's not like, okay, just roll the dice and see what livery comes up. It's yeah. I'm trying to stick with the concept, as you know, colors, but within that I still want to have variation.
For sure, for sure. I like it when the team sticks with an iconic colour set and works around that. Whereas I also like when a team is constantly trying to develop, you know, something every season. It's yeah, I like all the different kind of design mentalities, and
yeah. Gaps have formed, even more so than before.
Oh, we've got
Now
another
have
car
a-
off. The Wazoo again, 23. Radisha's catching up to Stevenson, or at least sticking with him. Looks a bit wobbly there through that chicane. The 23 car is in the pits after that little spin.
Yeah. We're about to see, yeah, I was about to say we're about to see lapping of a different kind. Felipe is about to approach the Continental Wazoo. I always want to say Toyota Gazoo, but it's not Gazoo, it's Wazoo, and it's not Toyota, it's Continental.
An amalgamation of two ideas. As Jace Merrick makes his way up into the podium position, it gets past Jan Dragoon. That's a 1-2-3 for Griffin Gaming at the moment. You love to see it.
Let's see if it's... Yeah, I do. Let's see if it stays that way.
Jace Merrick's another one of those drivers that, you know, shows bursts of greatness. I think if the conditions suit him perfectly, it's good to see him up there and completely in his element.
Boy. Jace is closing in a lot on Geordie Lewis. I'm wondering if Geordie got held up in traffic. Traffic is another thing that guys in Trout aren't used to, endurance racing, or at least some. They go side by side into down the start-finish straight, actually. Backs out. Okay.
Yeah, he's got the straight coming up. He's probably focusing on that. And it's very wise of him to just play the long game here.
Being teammates, I think they're in the same voice chat, so I think they'll figure it out. They will figure it out.
And that's another thing, is that these drivers will be either working together or, you know, doing their own thing. Like you said, they're in voice chat with one another. Jace Merrick just under 3/10 behind car number 10. You're gonna send it down the inside here. It looks like he might just do that. Decides not to though. Maybe just a bit too far back.
Big lock up.
Yeah. That will help him. His eyes completely focused on the prize ahead.
Going to make a quick shout out to the drivers to remind to think of the pit stop timer.
Okay, as we're nearing the end of the first hour here out of the 3 hours of Le Mans. What do you think? Do you reckon we could do this again next season? Do you reckon there would be another season of this? You just said you were leaving. So I don't know why I'm expecting the reply. A lot of extension there in that corner. Jody Lewis looks like he's just backing off slightly now. Maybe he's not able to keep up with Jace Merrick. It's worth noting that out of all the Griffin Gaming cars, only car number 9 has 2 drivers. Christoph Boozer, currently virtually alongside me, will be jumping in the number 9 car eventually. Any reason why you chose numbers 8, 9 and 10?
8 is Felipe's number in the Premier Series, and 9 and 10 just so the number 8 is not lonely. I think it's the same for the JGP cars. Oh, I got more fries in my bag. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
What? It must be cold now.
They're like 2 hours old by now, but you know, same reason I think why Maxi chose his hypercar numbers. It's like 49 is his number, and then 50 and 51.
Cute. I like it. I like the teams having numbers next to one another. You reminded me, I got a takeaway the other night, not the other night. I was at work and I got myself a burger and chips and a milkshake, and as I was about to tuck into it, I got a Teams call, and I had to go on camera during the Teams call, and I just, whilst I was like staring at people, virtually, I was just mainly focused on the chips and the burger that was just getting colder and colder. And would it be cheeky of me to eat this on camera right now? those chips by the end of it were freezing cold.
Just put your camera on hold, and then just throw a handful of chips in your mouth, and then eat them as quickly as you can. Sorry, camera froze. I'm back now.
It was tempting. It was tempting. Very tempting. One of the guys in the teams, I sent him a message on WhatsApp saying, "Would it be cheeky of me to eat the takeaway right now?" This is the kind of conversation you get in the 3 hours of Le Mans. Stick around for more of this. As like I said, we're just ending the first hour of 3.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Good. The start was clean. It was better than Spa actually, where we had a little bit of an
I remember
backside jumping the start. So yeah.
Oh, he jumped the start as well, did he?
He was class leader. He just kind of floored it with like 20 meters before the line. But I mean, Spa was kind of a test race, so we said, okay, form a grid and then go over the line, and it's green when it's green. But we didn't say, okay, target speed is 100 or whatever. So he DNF'd anyway, so it wasn't worth giving out a penalty. Like, what's the 30-second penalty to someone who's 20 laps down?
Is he on holiday at the moment, or is he sulking, not competing for that reason?
I'm going to be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Is Thomas still here?
Hello.
Hello, Thomas. How was your evening? You've gone from being very loud to very quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'll move the mic away, well, close to my mouth, then away from the mouth.
Isn't it chocolate rain? You don't move your mouth away from the microphone to breathe. I'm showing my age there. How was the football match earlier? Did they score some goals?
They did.
Yeah.
Can't complain for that.
Who's your team again?
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United, of course. I wanted to say Stockport, but I refrained.
Quite. Both start with S.
I thought you supported another meme team.
Beijing.
I guess they're not in the Premiership. Neither are Sheffield United, to be honest, are they?
No.
No. Has the season started already, or is it a friendly?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm so behind.
Gets earlier, like every year pretty much. Well, it feels like it does anyway.
What are your thoughts on the race so far?
Oh well, I mean, I've not really been able to see like the like from I don't know, from 2 hours 40 onwards. But from what I've seen, I mean, obviously the racing hard.
Yeah.
It's a bit too hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good racing though.
It is.
Obviously shit about the couple of DNFs. I think I read in chat the Wazoo, the engine blew up.
Oh
a minute
no!
Before the pit box.
How?
What's that other one? The 895, the NDF one. Apparently their game crashed.
Ah, jeez.
Oh no! Is it just two? Are we down to 2 GT3s?
Yep, 2 GT3s.
Oh god damn it!
It's unfortunate. Yeah. Oh yeah, it seems like for the NDF one, it was a VR problem.
Oh, that's
something like it's unstable.
You can if the game crashes, you can reconnect and go out again if it feels like it.
Yeah, there'll be a couple of laps down, but I'm sure they can still keep racing. That's the point of this.
Can you send them a message,
I mean,
Thomas?
I can mention it, but like I said, they did mention that it's that the VR's unstable. So if they've not got an alternative, then but I'll message them.
My when I had a VR headset, the cable wasn't powerful enough to charge, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to compete in this kind of race. But
That's why cable is superior.
yeah, I was just saying my cable didn't charge enough though. The battery would deplete faster than it would charge.
So, my phone, where you say that, I have a iPhone, and when they bought it, they sent it with a Lightning to USB-C cable, which is or whatever. My girlfriend has a phone that has a USB-C port.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of put them together like you would back in the day when you had like your your link cable or whatever for your Game Boys.
Yeah.
And they tried to charge each other. Both of them said they were charging, and both of them were losing battery, and it was entertaining to watch for a solid minute.
That's
Maybe
healthy.
30 seconds. It's like, boom, you plug them together, and both phones went, oh yeah, I'm being charged. battery's not going up, but I'm being charged. Thomas, I'm happy you're here. What is your opinion on McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Ooh,
I've
Burger
had it
King.
once, and it's bad.
No.
From that one experience.
The chips from Burger King are so much better, and I'm all about the flame grilled burger. But it's so much more expensive at Burger King. Oh my god.
If we're talking chips, then it's got to be Taco Bell.
I don't know Taco Bell. but
Yes,
we don't
with
have
the
one
what's
Missing out.
with the spicy salt or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The cheese dip at Taco Bell as well is that's that and the chips. I love it.
Yeah.
Not a massive fan of the tacos,
No.
considering
I quite
that's the part of the
burritos,
name.
but yeah. I just don't like tacos in general. They just seem like a
Oh,
mess to eat.
no.
Yes.
No,
very
I don't
much.
mind like soft tacos, but like the hard ones, it's like you bite it and then it's just like
Everywhere.
disintegrates.
Yeah.
I love tacos. It's like I've only gone out and eaten tacos once, but like sometimes we make chili and what everything you need for a taco, and then we had the hard shells sometimes. And my girlfriend also made soft shells like 1 or 2 times. And it's chili and cheese and bit of rice, salad, guacamole, you name it. Awesome.
What is guacamole again? It's avocado and
Chili.
Just munched avocado with a bit of something.
I think it's got
Yeah.
like lemon and chili in it.
yeah, I think you're right there. One of those things that I don't know. You either have to eat it all at once, or I don't know. Not something that you just put in the fridge and have the next day.
Yeah, it goes bad quick. Well, I suppose it is avocado. Kind of what it does.
More like an avocado. Don't.
Well, what have you avocado done? I don't know if you noticed, you probably didn't because you don't have real time open, but it's about noon now. We started, I think the race started at 11, like in-game time-wise, and
It looks
temperature's
later.
gone up. So
Oh!
Maybe-
Jace Merrick missed his box. What's Jace doing? What's he doing? No.
Oh dear. That's less than ideal. Oh.
it's okay, he's in it. Probably killed someone, but he's in the box. So this is Jace's final stint. Oh, yeah. Let's do one more 11-lap stint. And after that, I'm going to drive the car.
It's crazy when you think about it. Like 11 laps doesn't sound like a lot.
It's 3.5 minutes. It's... yeah. You always parked the car perfectly, that was all on purpose.
I'm loving some of these camera angles for these cars.
Mm-hmm.
That little camera in the dash. I'm just gonna quickly get a glass of water. Apologies if this stream goes on fire. Be right back.
Damn, you're thirsty.
I am
Thirsty. No, it isn't Thursday, it's Saturday. How was your day, Thomas?
Been alright, yeah. Just quite busy. It's been working this morning, then out for football, went out for tea, down here. Out all day, pretty
Just go out, drink a cup of tea.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's yeah.
On your own, or did you have company?
Because I picked up my sister from the train station. So on the way, I said,
Oh,
why don't we go out?
I see. Gregor Olsen sets another fastest up the race, 24.5. So he should be pitting soon too.
Going back with snack. Yeah. But you know, Chris was on about burgers and chips and stuff. I'm like, oh, combat that.
What does the Ferrari look like from the inside? It's a Ferrari, it's a Ferrari, but it's a Ferrari.
It's a Ferrari.
Interesting. Wow, that's a good look of the gearbox of the younger car. Agnes Rudis is chasing Jan de Roon. Chasing, they've been together for some time. I'm not sure if they're chasing each other or if they're, you know, working together as one team.
They've not been this close before.
I mean, we were saying gaps have formed, but really it's just to the front, to Georgie Lewis who's in front. It's like 7 seconds. That's like one spin. One spin worth of time.
Plenty of time for a spin.
And if there are two guys who are known for their spins, it's first of all myself, second of all Georgie. So
I mean, Johnny's doing really good considering. Maybe this is his series. You still eating chips?
Georgie is fast. That's the thing. It's also not like he you can tell when he's spinning. It's like random people spin, but it's every time it's him.
Nobody clipped that.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like we're bullying him.
But if there's somebody who spin, it's first me and then him. I spun, like I had a series where I spun 8 out of 10 races in season 7 and 8 together.
Oh, bit of contact between the two younger cars there.
Yeah. Not too much damage there.
I think they're doing like NASCAR, towing each other down the straight and then overtake, and NASCAR IndyCar, you know. Like, okay, now I overtake you.
Apologies to everyone.
Is so brave and dirty, yeah.
Apologies to everyone on the stream if you just hear crunching for the last 5 minutes. These crisps.
I'll let you know if you're munching in the mic. Got down.
Yes, last stream
24-1 for the builds. We're getting down to times.
I'm surprised how much of a lead he's got.
How big is the gap?
56 seconds.
50 gap. We need to wait. Lifetime needs to wait to see.
Oh yes.
Terry's chocolate orange. No, I think not. I don't know that. cherry.
somewhere not an orange? Taxations.
Did you say
Yeah.
Terry? Yeah, you said Terry, no?
Terry.
Cherry's chocolate orange.
You know Terry.
Kaufland. Yeah, you know, Terry, goddamn it, old Terry. Yes,
Terry,
actually,
yeah.
I just know, yeah, I had not an orange, but an apple. I think my sister gave it to me for Christmas. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not sure on that particular brand, but I've seen something like this before. As there's a bit of a gap between the younger cars suddenly.
Yeah, it's a known prank to gift someone a Terry's chocolate orange at Christmas, but then like put an actual orange in the foil.
Okay.
Happens every year.
Pick up a box that's obviously a Terry's chocolate orange and say, I wonder what this is going to be. Classic. I'll get all the laughs.
The younger GP cars are, well, they're slowly drifting apart, as Agnes Rositis is now the leading younger car.
The gap between the Griffin and the younger forward GT cars has also grown.
Yes, I think.
How much is it now? 8 seconds, 8.2.
Who's driving the younger forward? Is it Maxi?
It's Maxi Younger, yes.
Yeah, I believe he had a bit of a incident not long since. I saw a little thing come up on the live timing for damage.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be. Looked like he had quite bad front damage, so.
23.8. Felipe is flying.
Yeah.
That's a lap if I've ever seen one.
It was one of the laps of all time.
Definitely.
You're gonna have to put like a bop on just Felipe.
Just Felipe's success ballast. Did we ever have success ballast?
I wanted a series where we could introduce success ballast, like BTCC or something, but it's one of those like everyone's like, I don't want that. It seems artificial. I don't think anyone's actually ever
the
said
voice
that.
again.
No.
He's still moving on stream, by the way.
No, I'm back
Okay.
now. Everyone heard that.
Just wanted to make sure everyone would hear that.
Yeah, just,
There we go.
Just for reference for Felipe's pace, his fastest lap so far is 2 seconds faster than anyone else's fastest.
Yeah. That's what practice does for you.
Yeah. Like, without trying to commentate his curse or anything, I feel like even at this point he's already got it in the bag.
A literal minute after 80 minutes. Maxi is driver swapping now. Should Yap
yeah.
should overtake the car if I remember correct.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the man.
It's the tire man.
Thomas,
Yes.
in about 5 minutes, we are going to perform a safety car driver swap, which means I am going to disconnect and you are going to connect.
Okay.
Exciting.
Exciting, yay.
Yap, Vagamot connects to the younger forward number 149.
Wow.
You're having fun?
We're all having fun here.
I had fun
We
once
all
and it was
love
awful.
funny.
Yeah, also, what you were mentioning about earlier with Indianapolis corner, supposedly there's a dual meaning for it. Because, one, because it's like a corner in Indianapolis,
Oh, we got a battle going on. Sorry.
Exciting. Blue on green.
Safety fact.
It's not a battle. It's Jace being lapped. No way. No, he just came out of the pits. The timing is wrong. Tell us the double meaning of Indianapolis before I interrupted you.
Yes. So, one meaning is that it's just that it looks like a corner at Indianapolis because it's 90 degrees and banked.
I thought that'd be the case.
And then the other meaning as well is that when they were doing the asphalt surface on it, they found that it was like it was a layer of bricks underneath,
Oh,
like the brickyard.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Two meanings. Which I suppose is nice.
Felipe's pitted.
Yeah, probably still come out in front.
Yeah.
reducing the 60-second gap to 10 seconds.
Probably
get-
doing it so he's actually got something to do.
Yeah, he's not changing anything. just sitting there, twiddling his
Yeah.
thumbs.
Initially, he wanted. Remember when I said even with fuel saving, it only gets you to 48 laps instead of like 51 or 52 or whatever we're looking at.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to try a 3-stop regardless. Just needed to bring it down by like another, I don't know, almost half a liter of fuel again.
Yeah.
So, or more, even more, half a liter more of fuel saving. And I was like, it's very ambitious. Good luck.
Surely limited returns though.
Huh? Sorry?
Surely it'll get to a point though where if you're fuel saving too much, you're going too slow, and then the advantage you
Yeah.
gain from the lack of a pit would be.
I mean, it's
sort of
it's a
outweighed.
50-second pit stop you could, or not a 50, but like let's just say a 40-second pit stop. I believe that is Maximilian Younger joining us.
Hello.
I guess
Good
correct.
evening.
Good evening.
Do you do driver interviews?
Yeah, why not?
No, we're not.
We are
I'm not
now.
driving. Oh yeah, you were driving. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, who
I
you
was
interviewing, Maxi? How was that for you? Sweaty?
Extremely. But it was fun. I was me and Yam, Ryan, had battled pretty much the entire race.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch.
Oh, thanks. We came together at some moments. I think it was my fault actually, but yeah, it was fun. I was
for
trying
that
to.
one. Sorry, it looked like Ryan got loose a little bit on the corner, so I don't know if he oversteered a little bit, tried to correct and went into you. That's what it
Maybe.
looked like on stream anyway.
I have no
See,
idea. I just felt
see it
like we
like-
came into each other on the straight,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Maybe I went left or he came. I don't know. But it was fun. I was just about to catch him, get into his toe at the end before I gave the car over to Yap, but I spun. So ruined it.
Were you in voice chat with the LMH guys, or was it just you and Yap? Or I don't know.
So all three. So it was me and Yap on TeamSpeak, and then in Discord I was in the chat with the JGP guys. So Steven and Thomas. The other ones are all on their own.
Okay.
So the two guys battling now, they're not talking.
I don't know if it was Jordi or Jace, but somebody sent it up on the inside of Jan Dragoon into Indianapolis, and wait, is it? Yeah, Indianapolis, and it looked like an incident book which would get you a 5-second penalty, but I was wondering if they said anything, but if they're not voice chat, it's fair enough.
What's your thoughts on the
Oh, they go wide! They all go wide. What the?
They're all
What-
following each other.
What were your thoughts on the difference of performance between your car and Ryan Wilson's?
Oh, I didn't like it at all. Because basically the frustrating part was I think the Nissan is faster in so out of corners and in a lot of the slow corners.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of them in Le Mans, so you would catch him at certain points, and then I'd catch him the most of the lap, and then we'd get to the Porsche curves, and he would just shoot off.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
like,
I thought as well. I noticed that.
What can I do?
He seemed to have that kind of medium corner speed. That,
I think the high-speed corners, because the one that leads up to the first long straight as well, it's the same. He would absolutely catch like half a second. Crazy.
Oh,
crazy
sorry, we had someone just go off there.
We're here for 1 hour, didn't have any action for like 30 minutes, and you come in and then there's like 4 cars that let off in a
Sorry.
space of 1 second. No, it's fine.
No, be sorry.
You better be sorry. No, I don't know. I saw the Griffin car went off, and I was like, oh no, he got off, and then the JGP car also. And I did watch the middle part, but now we have Frogger leading Jordi, leading Jace, leading Agnes, and a bit behind that is Yandragu in P7. Did he have an issue, or is he just off cycle with the pit stops? Was my life timing fucked again?
I
the
know
last
that the 49 car is way off in terms of strategy because they had a early incident, so they're completely out of sync with anyone else, I think.
The P3, yeah, which is who the hell is P2? Stella
Well,
Alnick is P2.
At the
Okay,
moment, yes.
the chicken car.
Number 8 absolutely dominating this.
Just saw on Steam Paul Magzire starts FPS VR, also a Steam VR or something, so you might get into the car soon. As I say that, I need to probably go join Jace, so I'm leaving the server now. Thomas, can you join?
Yes.
Okay, I left now. You just
Okay.
join.
I can't tell because
I'll leave it to you.
Sorry, I was gonna say I can't tell because the cars are moving too fast. But has the chicken car got like feathers as a livery?
That's feathers.
Is it?
Feathers.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm leaving. Thomas, if you connected to the
Yeah,
thing,
I'm
then
connecting.
you're connecting. Good. I am leaving this voice chat now.
Okay, goodbye.
See you after the race.
Good
later.
luck.
Look, have
Goodbye.
fun. Nice
Thank you.
car. Okay, that was abrupt.
Well, I will. I think I will have to leave you as well. Yeah,
Okay.
wanted to come on stream and say thank you for the event. I think it's been
Thank
very
you
fun,
for
even
participating.
even with the 3 GTs. It's been really fun actually to race for an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was really
And-
fun watching you and Ryan practically just lap after lap, back and forth. You couldn't tell who was going to come out on top. So, thank you for putting on a nice show for us. And feel free to jump in and have a little chat with us if you want. Got another 90 minutes of this.
All right, I wish Jap good luck. Let's see what he does.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Pace difference between the GT3 car and the LMH. Why aren't you competing, Thomas?
Because. I don't know. I think I just don't love faster cars.
That's understandable. I get you.
I prefer things where it's slow and easy. Right, it's not letting me join the server, which is unfortunate.
Panic.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try and reinstall. Hopefully it'll be fine.
I had to buy the Porsche. Was it the Porsche
Thomas.
car pack?
Yes, I know. It's not working. It crashed. I just
No.
I'm trying to re-download the track, see if that fixes it.
Okay. I mean, you don't need. I guess you don't need to whisper in TeamSpeak.
Nom nom nom.
I don't even know how to use TeamSpeak. Am I whispering? What?
You need to set a hotkey, and then you need to unmute yourself, and then you need to set up a whisper list. Actually, the whisper list goes first, then unmute yourself, and then push to whisper.
Oh my god.
That's difficult. It took me also like 3 or so minutes. Oh, by the way, you need to it's critical. Connect to the race first before anything.
Yeah, I know, I'm just re-downloading, but it takes like a million years to download.
It's bad
What?
because if you don't connect, I can't join in my Griffin car.
Again, it's like a one gigabyte download, and I'm on British internet.
You had like an hour.
What? Right. I had the track. I've just gone to join. It loaded for about 5 minutes, and then an alert came up saying that it's just like crashed. And then I open it up. I open up the crash message, and it says something about like a TP buffer. Don't know what that means.
Okay.
Jax Merrick is going to have to do another stint at this rate.
Okay, I'll forward the message. You DM me when it's done, yeah?
Yeah.
So just under 90 minutes ago, around the 3 hours of Le Mans, hosted by Formula Trout. As it currently stands, Felipe Olsen has led every lap of the race, and we're currently on lap 27. Not surprisingly, really. It feels mean saying surprisingly, but as it currently stands, we have car number 89, which belongs to Marco Radicia, the Stella Alnat car in second at the moment, and then we've got in third place the younger GP car of Steve Stevenson, number 49. As I've just said this, 89 has pitted, and we'll probably see a change of second place, at least. No, we've got 49 also pitting. So Jordy Lois is now back in second. There we go.
Nice.
Alex,
Did you get TCP handshake failed or something?
No, it said something about a buffer error.
Just restart content manager and try again.
Yeah, I'm trying again now. See, it looks like it says it's getting stuck on the initializing AI spline. Do you know what that is?
Yeah. But that should be client side, not server side.
So
AI
is that
spline.
one where I can just delete the
Yeah, AI file.
line? Cool.
Yeah.
I'll just do that then. At least it's simple.
You got like 13, 14 minutes to solve this.
No pressure at all. So that'll probably explain why Alnak was up in second place, because he had not done his driver swap.
Driver swap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this seems better now. It's actually loaded the cars.
That Ferrari car. Oh, sorry. That Ferrari car looks so cool.
I'm in.
Good. Awesome.
Lovely. Right.
Open the panel and the admin panel, and then yeah.
Right.
So is the Protec based off the Porsche or the Toyota? Sorry.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Protec, is it a Porsche or a Toyota?
Porsche.
Also.
That's the Porsche.
Right.
The Protec looks really nice. Like, the Ferrari is also good. With the stock skin, it just looks a bit too bright. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but with the stock skin, it just looks a little bit off, and the Protec just, I don't know, looks that tiny bit better. But they both look amazing, and they are both amazing to drive. The Ferrari rotates it goes nice around the corners. The Protec feels alive actually. Like when you're used to RSS, they have this. Despite being other cars, they still have this flavor to drive, and the Protec doesn't have that at all. Like it feels so alive actually. Like it slides. It's but you know.
I get you. I mean, I appreciate your opinion, but I think the Ferrari looks a bit better. I just like how flat it looks. It's not. No, I'm not. That'd be very mean of me to say. I just think it looks meaner. It looks angrier. Whereas, you know, I'd happily be friends with the Protec. You know, it looks like, you know, it'd be a very kind of happy car to hang out with. Very French-shaped, yeah.
French-shaped, why not friend? Okay. Now I'm really Thomas. If you're on the server, I'm now really getting into the car. So yeah.
Okay.
Good luck for the last hour and a half.
Yeah. Have fun. Oh, he's gone again. Very quickly. Please very quick.
It doesn't hang about. Oh, and the Agnes is outbreak
Well,
himself
that's
there.
not allowed.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh
See, that's
dear.
why that's not allowed.
That is not allowed.
my-
Oh dear. That's safety car material right
Can't
there.
park this.
Oh dear.
Only one car. One
Oh
car.
no.
Oh dear me.
I think this car's pulling to one side. You sure?
Oh, I need to do it.
No,
Oh,
he's
gone back. Oh,
oh
that
dear.
makes it simple.
Agnes just had enough.
That's unfortunate. So what even happened there? Did you just miss his breaking point?
I think so.
Oh dear.
Missed his braking point and then collided with the Wazoo.
Well, yeah, saw that bit.
Alright.
Oh. Not ideal, either way.
No, you're right. It was not ideal. Either way. Shame. I mean, he's still in 4th place, but I guess he couldn't turn his car. Could have returned to pit. Maybe, I don't know. If he rejoins, you could message him, say just rejoin. 4th is still a good position to finish.
It depends. I think that's technically against the rules, isn't it? If you went back out, it would technically be a DSQ, I think.
I don't know about that.
Depends. If it's to do with like getting back to the pits on your own power, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think what we should have done is had like accelerated time for 3 hours. Not necessarily go through the whole 24 hours. Well, maybe, I don't know.
What's the time scale set at now?
It's just multiplied by 1, so just normal time, I think. 12:30. I don't know, maybe this is like a warm-up to Le Mans. You know, maybe we do 12 hours of Le Mans next, I don't know. I'd happily do commentary for another 3 hours. Maybe not tonight, obviously, but like someone wanted to take turns in doing commentary. You ever hear like ambient sounds of like sounds like someone's got like squeaky brakes or like a bike? It's like maybe it's just me.
Okay. There's a chair at
It sounds like
story. There's a chair at work where if you lean back too far, it makes like a creaky noise. And you hear it sometimes, and you're like, "What the hell is that noise?" Like you just hear it, and then after like a minute of thinking like, "Where's that noise coming from? Am I going mad?" and all that, you realise, oh, yeah, it's just that chair again.
That was a good ad lib. That, I mean, right off the back of what I just said, I appreciate.
Wow.
I really appreciate you.
Interesting story.
Hey, okay. I was just asking if you experienced. It happens on a lot of tracks. Okay.
Sounds. Yeah.
Do you experience vibrating air?
I still think the best sounds on the track are the ones at Spa.
Oh yeah.
Where you've got Avec.
That's good.
Commentary that nobody listens to it. I still think it was great when we were at Spa this year and we heard on the speakers a guy and he said Avec. Oh, it's great fun.
That one was for the Assetto Corsa fans.
Yeah. I'd imagine it's probably the same guy as well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right.
I probably couldn't distinguish different voices in French, to be fair. So.
Yeah, your ear for French dialect isn't quite there yet.
No, not quite.
I heard it again. You're mad. It's that fucking chair. Sorry for the language, the colourful language. This is a Christian-based motorsport.
What is life without colour? You know?
I can't believe it's actually feathers on his car. That's genius.
It don't look bad though, does it?
No, I love it. The great attention to detail. The chicken car. And I believe Christoph Boozer is in the car now. Warming up the seat. Cleaning up Jace's piss stains. Got the hairdryer on it.
It's like,
You know, yeah. It's been a long stint.
I think I might have broken my cameras when I deleted the AI line.
Oh no.
So I'm going to spectate. I'm trying to spectate one of the younger GP cars, and it's just kind of like it's still in the pit lane. Like the view is in the pit lane, but the camera's moving, so I'm kind of just looking at an extreme close up of a building. Less than ideal.
Well, considering you're the safety
F6
car,
cameras.
yeah, I mean, ideally not great for the race director. I'll try and help out where I can.
Yeah. Also, my keybinds have stopped working, or don't work as well as it should. Because I'd set keybinds to move like to the next car, and instead it just switches between the car I've just selected. Oh, in fact, no, it just switches between the Stella Alnet car and my car, and that's it.
You got any good
That's
news for
fun.
us, Thomas?
No,
Oh.
I'm here to cause problems, and that's it. So, you know, on a positive, I
Yeah.
know I said that there was no good news. On a positive, I can still use the chat to watch people.
That's all that matters. So, I mean, I feel like we should talk more about the race, but what are you doing tomorrow, Thomas? What's your...
I'm going to Donington Park.
Oh, what?
It's
I mean-
Tuna Fest Midlands.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
Do you live local?
about an hour away, all the way down motorway. Yeah.
Who are you going there
A
with?
few times. My dad and one of his mates.
Awesome.
I was originally going to go to Tuna Fest North, which is at Alton Park with Case, but then he got COVID, so he went
Heard
home
about this.
early.
How?
Yeah,
I
not
mean,
ideal.
that sounds expensive to go home early.
It does, because I think the ferry, because it's like a 12-hour ferry or something. I think the ferry was like £300 or £400, or whatever that is in euros.
I mean,
It
when
depends if
we
you had a transferable ticket.
when we went home from Le Mans, we got an earlier ferry. The lock up and a bit of oversteer there for Christoph Boozer. Yeah, we managed to get an earlier ferry and also get a refund. So.
But yeah, I'd imagine if you sat in a random hotel room with COVID, not the best experience.
That would
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah. Oh, he's locked up again there.
I mean,
It's unfortunate.
was Case just going around licking door handles or something? Like, did you not tell him not to do that? Oh, imagine having to drive home as well with COVID. I'd rather just stay in the hotel room.
Got a good car for a road trip though, to be fair.
You're right. Gonna be the comfiest COVID experience.
Yeah. Well, as comfy as it can get. looks like Christoph's starting to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's still getting used to the car,
Yeah,
having
getting
driven.
into the groove, as it were.
Got to embody Madonna.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. This is what you get when you ask me to commentate. So why is it called Tetra Rouge?
Making my Google work today, aren't you?
Rouge is red, right? That's
Rouge
what that's
is red.
Tetra.
Apparently the translation is Red Mound.
Ah, definitely
It's
green.
the highest point around the track.
Good corner that.
Yeah,
There's
it comes from the reddish tint of the soil in the area.
ah,
So that's nice, I suppose.
very interesting corner names. What about Huna? I'm not even gonna pronounce that. Hun
that's just a name of the
Audires? Possibly. The Florandier. No kink shaming at Mulsanne.
I think it's just the French name of the Mulsanne Strait.
Okay.
The straight line of lay. Top French there.
Were you ever any good at French in school?
No, I stopped in year 8.
Oh,
I
in
decided
year
to do
8?
Spanish instead.
Oh,
For some
you
reason.
didn't have that option.
I got a 6 in Spanish, which is like a, I don't know, like a, oh no,
Oh no!
oh no, oh no. I'll stop speaking Spanish now. Oh no, I've cursed him.
Fine, he had to get it out of his system, I guess. Managed to keep
Yeah,
out the wall.
Still an hour to go.
Yeah, exactly. You know, other people might do that next.
Oh dear.
I enjoyed French, and then I also enjoyed just being a little shit, and I think I enjoyed that part more so than learning French. Like,
Yeah.
in year 7,
There's
8,
there's too many letters. It's like in that Penardier. There's like twice as many letters as there needs to be. It's unnecessary.
I'm going to France next week, and I'll be driving in a Vauxhall Insignia.
A Vauxhall or an Opel?
Not an Opel, a Vauxhall, because
We're driving it over there.
yeah, I'm driving my mum's car over there. I'm driving my mum's car. Get out of the way.
Yes, so Christoph is in the pits now. Presumably fixing damage, maybe?
Oh, did he actually make contact? I thought he managed to keep out.
I'm not sure.
Just trying to fix his ego.
I wish you could, like, straight away just, like, see what damage people have by clicking on the car at live timing. That'd be very, very nice to have.
Yeah, it's cool how live timing tells you there and then with contact with the environment or whoever. But then
Surely it saved that data.
Yeah.
You'd think.
There somewhere.
We just can't access it.
I can't believe it's nearly been another hour since I last said it's been an hour. Where's the last 55 minutes gone?
Second hour. The second hour has gone so much quicker.
Yeah. Slow down, Father Time.
I don't know if that's just because there were more of the More of the cars close together, or what?
It was just this really engaging conversation.
Oh yeah. Talking about important matters, you know.
Like learning French.
Exactly.
So, yeah, like I said, just over an hour to go. Gaps are fairly big at this rate. I mean, the closest battle we've got at the moment is between third and fourth. Car number 50 of Younger GP and Stella Alnak's car number 26. I mean, something tells me that number 26 has yet to do their mandatory pit stop driver swap thing. Yeah.
Obviously, I know we don't like to see DNFs in general, but on a positive, we've only had 3.
Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah, they definitely could have been.
I mean, proportion-wise, like that was technically 1/3 of the GT3 class.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, you know, the other two, nobody cares really. You know, there's still plenty.
That's the spirit.
Plenty more fish in the sea, as they say. No fish, puns intended.
Say about this scenario, but
No,
still.
I think it applies here. Hmm.
Still munching.
Oh, they're so good. Not to endorse Walker's Max Strong Jalapeno and cheese crisps, but nothing comes close.
Sounds like an endorsement to me.
Doesn't it? Not to go off on a tangent or anything like that, but I'm watching this guy on TikTok at the moment, and his whole thing is that he just goes into corner shops and buys random food, then eats it on camera. And like, sometimes it'd be like, yo, some random imported bag of crisps, you know, from like Romania or something. You'll get like some very questionable sandwich with like mystery meat on it. And then like maybe some kind of Polish sausage. And like, I mean, sometimes he's like, yeah, this is banging, this is great. Other times he's got like spit it out immediately. But I mean, you
TikTok.
surely you've been into like some corner shops where they like, who's buying these, like, who's buying these random bits of food, like, who's...
I think usually petrol stations, you go in there and they've got like random, there's one near me where they've got like a chocolate tray baked looking thing
Yeah.
of some random brand that you've never heard of.
Hmm.
It doesn't look great. I thought I'd buy it one time. Tried it. It tasted literally of nothing. It had the consistency of a sponge, but it tasted of nothing. It's like you say, who's buying this?
Yeah.
Like, I only bought it because I was curious because it looked weird. Like it had little pieces of chocolate inside it as well, like chocolate chips kind. But they also nothing. Like it had a different texture, but taste of nothing.
I mean,
You can just buy anything.
I'll admit that I'm privileged enough to not need to buy a £1.50 sandwich from like corner shop, but it does make you think, like, how bad does it have to be for you to kind of need to resort to that?
But I mean, well, I don't really have any concept of how expensive things are, but surely it'd be a bit cheaper to just get like a loaf of bread,
Yeah.
and some like cheese or like some sliced meat,
Yeah, you
rather
put.
than getting a pre-made sandwich. You know what I mean?
I suppose if you just want a cheese sandwich. I love how like the last hour and a half we've just not spoken about the race. But you know, it's engaging. It's just, you know, there's just too many gaps now. There's no battles. I'm guessing Ryan Wilson hasn't done his driver swap either, so that might explain why he's currently a minute up the road from Yap.
Is he doing a driver swap?
With himself, yeah.
Well, yeah. So I was thinking he's been going for a while here.
And I mean, I didn't even notice that Stevenson's not even in the car anymore. Thomas Barbieri.
Yeah.
You say yeah, like as if you knew. Like you've been sitting on that information.
No, I was just in agreement with you. Yeah.
Oh, wrong button. The button. F? Control F? No, what is that then? Control J? No. Control K? No. Oh shit, what have I done? Turn traction control on.
You turn traction control off. Oh, you'll be sliding about in pits now. Oh, what are you doing? Just don't do like Control J, because I think that's like AI driving.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
The safety car just leaves the pit now.
Unsafety car.
I can't remember what I saw it on, but like someone was suggesting, how do we improve F1? You know, as opposed to a safety car, how about we have a danger car? Causes.
What's with the lights on the back of the younger car?
I know,
Are
right?
they actually moving, or is that just like? That's mad. That's great. Oh. Huh. What the? That's weird. I do think that the delivery looks quite nice.
Yeah, I think it's probably one of the best liveries I've seen in a set of Corsa.
I saw it earlier on one of the onboards where when like the sun catches it just right, you can see the different parts of like the, what is it, like lefty print. Some of it catches the sun, and then like sun's reflective, and then other bits are matte. Looks very cool.
It's yeah. I mean, it's one of those liveries you'd be proud to drive in.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've done, but my cursor's like gone all funky now.
Gone funky.
Yeah, it's like changing like into a sort of a crosshair as if to imply you can move something.
Have you tried alt-tabbing out and back in.
I'm not gonna do that,
Okay.
just in case. Cody Lewis is doing his driver swap. I suppose if you were to do it, the best time to do it is probably later in the race or early on. I don't know actually. I'm chatting out my bum. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well,
But no. I was gonna say, have we actually had a change of leader? Is that just my timing screen messed up? I think so, yeah. It looks like it's getting darker.
yeah. Is there any way to check what the actual... Oh yeah, I've got an app somewhere that... tells
Event
the time.
details.
I think Christoph said it was like noon earlier. Right now it's quarter to 8.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, it says.
It must be accelerated time then.
Well, it says ×1, but I'm looking at these seconds going up, and don't seem quite the same.
Yeah, we might end up getting into at least maybe early stages of night at this rate. Well, wouldn't it?
So 30 seconds in game is 7 seconds in real life, ish.
Wazoo's off again.
Not again.
That's also a really nice livery. It's classy. It's
Yeah,
you know,
I
like,
like the colour scheme.
yeah, it's a really nice colour scheme. I was saying to Christoph before, it reminds me of the green Power Ranger.
Yeah. I can't tell if it's just the sun shining on it, but it looks a little bit like the Goldie bits look a little metallic, don't they?
Hmm.
Yeah, it is quite nice looking. I mean, these cars are obviously really, like, I mean, of course they're good quality cars. I mean, just by looking, just like the fine details inside, like the cockpit and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I
The
mean,
sound as well. The sound's quite impressive.
I mean, this is the standard you get with Racing Studio. Some people complain about, you know, how each iteration of whatever Formula car they do tends to be kind of similar in a way, but you know, can't bash them for the amount of effort that goes into the actual design of the car. I couldn't even flip it out. If you gave me like Blender or something, I'd just about be able to make a cube if you gave me a month to learn.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I've tried doing stuff like it myself. It's, well, it's not something I can do. I'm sure if I put time, effort into it. But, I mean, it's obviously, these cars are the product of like, probably like thousands of hours of work. It makes you wonder, like, are studios like Racing Studio, like, are they, the people that are working on the projects there, are they working full time on that? Just because of the quality of what they're producing, they've got to be, surely.
couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. But you know, they've had their work featured by Jimmy Broadbent and occasionally even used by F1.
Yeah.
Sure, I remember seeing Williams or one of those teams use the car as like almost like a preview for a certain track. I'm not too sure what it was actually.
Might be Miami.
Yeah, I think you're right. Which again is like, you know, someone's created Miami in Assetto Corsa, and an official F1 team has embraced that. It is getting dark. Have you got any more holidays coming up?
Yeah, one more.
One more?
I'm off to France in September,
Ryan, where you going?
visiting my granddad.
Whereabouts do you live? Unless you don't want me to dox him. Dox him on the
Yes, he
street.
lives on this road, this house. No. It's like in the Alsace region. So like
His IP address is 10689117.
Well, how do you know that? Yeah, so I'm going there for like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 days,
That'd be cool.
just to visit really.
He lives up there
After
permanently.
that, I've got nothing planned. So, well, I'm planning on a couple next year at least. So obviously we're talking about Le Mans next year.
Yeah.
So that'll be a week. But
Would you go for the whole week again?
ooh, probably.
I'd like to maybe explore a bit more of France.
I think, yeah, if that's one of the options, I'd rather do that, yeah. Because, I mean, it depends on, well, don't really depend. Because, I mean, obviously it's alright going for every day, but, I mean, the main thing's obviously the race, like, well, qualifying in the race.
Yeah.
The main ones. So, for me, I think it's okay to just want to watch the qualifying in the race,
Yeah.
because the practice sessions, a lot of the time you'll get it where there's just no cars on track. So I think you might as well spend that time finding what's in the area, like what else can you do, you know what I mean?
Well, I have said if I was to go to Le Mans again, I'd take a bike. That'd be like my priority. Just it looks so much like more accessible. Like imagine you'd be able to just cycle to the track, like, and you know, like the walk from the campsite to the track was like almost an hour.
It do feel like it though. Not even to me anyway.
I mean, I don't know, just the act of going back and forth. Like, I don't know, I just found it a bit monotonous going through that same gate every time, and like, if there was a different way to access the circuit, then I think it would spice it up a bit. I don't know. I'd personally go for the Friday, so that when the track is open, have a little cycle around the circuit. That'd be fun. And then, yeah. Because like for me, I really enjoyed just the day we spent in Paris. Even walking around that big park. Did you hear that noise?
Yeah, it sounded like thunder. Sometimes my game just has thunder sounds.
It sounded like an explosion. There's a bit of terrorist attack at the circuit.
Are all the cars still going?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I really enjoyed just but I mean it was really hot. I felt like I probably got a lot of skin damage. Didn't put half as much
I had
as
bad sunburn.
yeah. I remember coming back from France and just being like a different shade. But, I mean, I tried to kind of keep on top of sun cream skincare, but yeah, apparently.
There's so much you can do.
I mean,
Have to do like what? That one picture, Mark Zuckerberg, where his face is just completely covered in sun cream.
yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah, for sure. That's how you stay young.
Of course it is.
Thomas, but maybe we should focus on the race now because we've got like an actual battle going. But yeah, Thomas Barbieri's just come out of the pit, so he's still warming up his tyres. Christoph Boozer is on his tail. It looks like he might get an overtake here, which will be a bit of a confidence booster for Christoph, considering how his race started. Gets the move done, and let's see if he can stay ahead now.
I've got confidence.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I didn't realise that sun cream only lasts for 2 hours. So, like, me applying it like first thing in the morning, like by midday, it's gone.
Oh. Well, they're both fucked up there a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Thomas is going to be in the better position because he's got the slipstream, but you know.
Also, I remember like applying sunscreen in Paris in that in the hotel car park. I couldn't find the sunscreen after that, and it turns out I'd flipping dropped it under my tyre.
Yeah.
Went to go reverse, then it just like squirted sunscreen across the hotel wall.
About that. It's everywhere.
Literally was.
Did we clean it up, or was it just like on the window?
No, it was just left there.
It was like all over the building, wasn't it?
I know, it was a bit of a disgrace.
Typical English.
I know, right?
English. I'd forgotten about that completely. I think they had a tiny little bit of contact through Indianapolis, so I think that set Thomas back a little bit, which is obviously unfortunate for him. Still probably less than a second between them as Christoph locks up a little bit.
Either car number 26 still hasn't done his driver swap, or he's just doing really well. I've underestimated him.
I don't remember seeing if Marco had driven.
They're both in different cars, 26 and 89.
I see. Yeah, that's why then.
I like that there's like a Michael Schumacher, Ralph Schumacher kind of vibe going on. Oh.
Yeah, apparently the number 26 has had 5 pit stops. So, don't know. Well, I mean, there's not really any way to tell if one of those is going to be the. Well, I suppose the driver swap to himself, innit?
If you looked on S Tracker, it might be able to tell you
True.
how long the pit stops are. Thomas Barbieri had a bit of a crappy exit out of the chicane.
I feel like the Porsche or Protec or whatever has got better straight line speed anyway.
Hmm.
Unless it's just down to setup, but just based on between Christoph and Thomas, that's what it seems like.
If I was to go to Le Mans again, I'd take more beer.
Yes, not paying £10 for a pint.
That's like £10 just for the flipping cup.
Well, but that is the same place where they've got like a restaurant with food that was like €300 or something.
Oh god, yeah. It
always
literally is a sport for rich people.
Yeah.
Talking to like family member who is very well off, and they were saying, oh yeah, we went to Le Mans like 10 years ago. We rented a Airbnb on the Mulsanne Strait, and you know, we went cycling and everything. I was like, bloody hell.
Yeah. Yeah. It's out other half lives, isn't it?
Yeah, no. It's a cost of living crisis has kicked me out of middle class, and now I'm upper middle lower class. Well annoying, like 5-10 years ago, 30k salary, you were set for life. Now no, I can't even afford a flipping place to rent.
Let them to buy.
Yeah, that's out of the question completely.
Your best bet's play with lottery.
Pretty much.
If you do that, you should be good. You should be alright.
Do I just buy £1,000 worth of scratch cards?
Yeah,
Go down that
route.
route.
You've got to win.
Yeah. Why aren't more people doing this? It's a no-brainer.
More people gambling. You can only win.
Yeah. Thomas is falling behind. I'm surprised.
Yeah. I think the toe that he'd got before really helped him. But, now that he's lost that toe.
Now he's lost that toe. Oh, jeez. I was going to make a little pun there.
Oh, that's not going to help as well.
Yeah, now that he's lost that toe, he needs to pull his finger out. Hey!
Yeah, I don't know if it's just my CSP being weird, but I keep seeing like loads of smoke coming from Christoph's tyres, so I don't know if he's locking up or if that's just... Oh, that's not ideal. What's happened there? That spin.
Looked like it, didn't it? Yeah, Thomas is now over 2 seconds behind Christoph. I wonder if he's got damage or if he's just... His tyres have dropped off or something, I don't know. Ask him.
To check though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a shame. Like, it's a shame we haven't got someone just to go into like. We need like a TED. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, that's it. Oh.
Different line that.
Oh.
He's gonna pit. I bet he pits now.
Could he have like grazed a wall or something? Because I mean, you know what damage in AC is like? You can like just graze something slightly, but then it'll give you like red damage. Oh,
He's not pitting
no,
now.
no, not pitching. Maybe he's just losing concentration.
Barely been in the car.
Well,
It's been in F1 races longer than this stint. No bullying the French on home turf.
I mean, someone's got to.
Christophe Bouz's second pit. Brian Wilson and his cute little GT3 car. If I was to compete in this race, I'd probably do it in the GT3 car. Something about it.
It's just a little guy.
Just a little guy, isn't it? He's got treated with a bit of love. Still wondering what that explosion was. Yeah. checking the local Trout news. See. Get the BBC News app notification. La BBC. Do you remember what you had at that restaurant that we went to in Paris? Was it a pizza or something?
Yeah, pizza. I think it had like andouille on it or something.
What's that?
It's like spicy sausage paste thing.
Nice.
Yeah. I think Felipe Olsen seems to be on a decent lap. He might be on track for a new best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Although he has just lost 2/10 in that corner. I've just said that. But he was before. He was about 3/10 up on his fastest lap.
I think it's getting darker.
It is.
I think.
It's currently it's 9:10. Okay.
I remember 9:10 when we were at Le Mans.
Yeah.
You ended up coming back to the tent with me and Ben, didn't you? You didn't stay out.
No. I mean, not much point.
Bloody
I mean,
nutters.
there is. That'd be one bad thing about having an Airbnb on Mulsanne Strait. There'd be no going back to go to sleep, would there?
No. I mean, I was surprised we got to sleep. I think I was just completely shattered at that point.
I mean, it wasn't exactly comfortable in the tent. You could still feel all the rocks poking you in the back. You had to position just right between the rocks.
I mean, if you were to go again, would you take your own car?
Yes. Well, that's the plan. So, what I'd like to do is buy an MX-5 or something
Oh.
and go in that. Because Alex is obviously going to be going in his new MX-5. Well, say new.
Not
He's
new.
Like 35 years old.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, my fear, hats off to people who buy like old cars and, you know, we're able to kind of trust that it doesn't just shit the bed, you know, on the way to work or something. I have to use my car, my job daily, get from hospital to hospital, and my biggest fear is just being stuck on like the side of the M4 waiting for the RAC man.
When you need a car to work, you kind of need to get a car like that will work.
Yeah.
Will be reliable. It's a shame because you should be able to get a car that's fun and reliable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm currently at like 140,000 miles now on my Civic, and I'm thinking probably time to call it a day, move on. But I'm not ready to spend more money.
I mean, it depends. Does your work offer any sort of schemes for it?
Yeah, I mean, I could get a car through work, but
Or can you do what is it, salary sacrifice?
yeah,
So that might be
they
worth
would.
looking into.
It's, I mean, 260. Thing is, I get £500 every month to use my own car, so it's, that's like, I consider that part of my salary. But like,
I mean, you could put some of that towards like finance on another car.
the thing with financing is benefit more if you don't drive a lot of miles. The more you go over the mileage, the more it costs.
That is, I think sometimes with financing, it's like, well, sometimes it's cheaper to actually get a loan than finance.
True.
So could look into that.
Yeah, I mean, so if I was to get like a car through work, I'd lose that £500, but then I'd also have to spend 250, 260 on top of that. So that's like nearly £750 gone out of my wages every month. But it would be a brand new car, so it's like, be nice.
But you don't really need a brand new car.
No,
I suppose.
But I've been in like, everyone's got like a brand new Audi or a BMW, and it's like, I'd be living the high life. Can't afford a house, but I've got a really nice car. Like, if I was on a bigger wage, then I would consider it, especially if I was like not scared of losing my job at any point.
Yeah. That's a commitment, I suppose.
I've really. Billy Lois has got a fuel stop time violation of 10 seconds. Oof.
Oh dear.
Cost him post race. Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed the Civic, but like, there are things like the aircon is non-existent on it, and whoever I bought it, it was a write-off. It was like a category S or something. I wasn't told it was, so that's annoying. But the only thing that it pulls slightly to the left. As long as like I can keep on top of that, it's not an issue. It's only an issue if I'm like eating a hamburger behind the wheel, like, trying to drive with my legs. But yeah, it's not been a bad car, to be honest. Other than like the aircon.
Just get another Civic.
Tempt him. I think the Civics get uglier as they get newer. I don't like the new Civics.
I think the Civics get less Civic-y
Yeah,
as they
yeah,
get old. They're newer.
yeah, for sure. They lose that kind of look about them.
Yeah.
They've become like what's the word? What's the equivalent of a sedan?
Estate?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, sort of like
Is that a station wagon? I don't know.
But they kind of look like a long Ford Focus now.
Yeah, it's too big.
It is a bit too big.
It's too big.
Kind of like the looks of is it the CRX?
Yeah.
They it's strange how they've taken the form of the old Civic, I find.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But yeah, I don't know what I'd get, to be honest. I mean, I was contemplating getting a flipping Corsa or something like that just because it was cheap, and everyone in Trout was like, no, don't do it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you can't get Corsa. I mean, ideally, you'd want something diesel and something with cruise control.
Yeah.
And aircon.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've learned that I need aircon. Like, oh god, having the windows open. Like, cause I've got long hair as well. Like, it's just hair constantly in my flipping mouth. Like,
My dad's got, he just like recently bought a newish Peugeot 2008. That's it's quite nice inside, lots of space. That's diesel. It's got like all Android Auto and everything.
yeah.
So that'd probably be a decent car.
Yeah, that's true as well. Like, I've got Bluetooth, but it's like the first generation of Bluetooth, where it's like there's like a 5-second delay, and it's just a bit janky.
I think when you're driving like as much as you will be, like if you're doing it for a job, the little things that like would be a thing that's nice to have but not needed for one person would be like things that would be very helpful for you.
Yeah,
So things like Android Auto, like you get obviously all your music on that, you get your maps and everything.
Yeah.
Saves you having to stick a phone on your window.
You're right. You're 100% right. And I like my tech as well. Like, whenever I'm looking at a new car or something, I'm like, oh, what are the features? What are the cool things about it?
I suppose even if it's an older car though, you can do like
Jan Dragoon went off there.
that's unfortunate.
Oh, look at the orange moon. That's like a blood moon. That's cool.
That doesn't bode well. He's probably just letting him pass. Oh, okay. Yeah, I reckon by the end of the race it might just reach about 11 o'clock in game.
Well, we've managed to commentate for 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's... Well, I wasn't expecting to commentate tonight, to be honest. So well, happy to help out, I guess. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. You know, I don't get much of a chance to catch up with you, Thomas. So this has been nice.
Yeah.
You know, I missed your voice and your sarcasm.
I hear that a lot. You know me.
Nostalgic.
Continental's crashed.
That's it. Oh dear. Missed that.
Oh, I see the thing. They've probably got moving now. Yeah, back moving. Might just be a little tap up wall. It's a light drama. When did Thomas get past Christoph?
Christoph pitted.
Christoph pit?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no. Roberto made a bit of a mistake there and has gifted the position to Thomas. and just giving it to Thomas. They're just handing it to him. He's not even having to try.
Seems like a bad idea. Anyway, he's trying to be competitive.
"20 minutes to go now, and if you've been watching this race, then hats off to you, because like I wouldn't have been able to put up with me for this much time. So thank you very much." Looks like either Roberto's got some damage or his tyres have gone. Very understeery. Did you ever watch the 24-hour race after having gone to it? Like, I was tempted to, just to kind of understand what we went through.
Not really got a spare 24 hours, you know.
No, you're right. You're right.
I mean, to be fair, if it weren't for the fact that I was there, I probably wouldn't have like watched anything really to do with the race.
I try and watch a couple of hours.
A long time.
It is a very long time. It's even just to have it on in the background. I just feel like asking a lot.
I mean, I struggled to give myself enough time to watch an half-an-hour race, let alone that.
I think Formula One's format is just perfect. Like 2 hours is just enough. I mean, it does. Go on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you can understand what they're trying to go for with like the sprints and that. I just don't think it's necessarily executed the best way. But I think it's quite good to be able to have like I suppose it goes back to like short form content, doesn't it? Like to try and adapt for younger generations, or whatever.
Yeah, because
I mean that's a reach, but you know.
I mean, the way the TikTok generation is going, like attention span is very demanding. The fact that the millennial pause is a thing. You aware of that?
No.
It's where like millennials are getting mocked for like just how they start a video, because sometimes they start it in a way like there's 1 or 2 seconds where they're just looking at the camera, and now the idea is that, you know, that's very cringe, and your video should start instantly, you know. It's so silly. But like some of these like content creators, how they always have like a catchphrase how they start the video, to the point where if you like spam through the videos, it's like, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey. It's always the same kind of thing.
I could probably hazard a guess and say this might be the finishing order.
Yeah,
As it is now.
you're right.
Assuming nobody bins it, still plenty of time to bin it. I mean, there's enough time for Roberto to pull it back a little bit. 3 seconds of training. Obviously increased a lot in the last lap.
All requires Thomas Barbieri to make a mistake, I think, at this rate.
Yeah.
I think you're right, this could be the finishing order.
Like I said, plenty can happen in 15 minutes.
Oh, make mistakes. Only takes one corner.
Yeah, at least we've not had to have a full course yellow.
I know, right? That app isn't getting utilised. All those.
Relief for me though.
Yeah. Be nothing worse than messing it up somehow.
I can mostly remember how to use it.
Just bring out the red flag by accident.
Yeah.
Should have when that explosion went off.
Felipe Olsen and Jordi Lauer's both on very good laps. Jordi is a second up at his best time.
Yeah, where's this pace been all race?
Felipe is 0.7. He's pushing now. Maybe thinking, oh, after that fuel saving, I've got extra fuel now. can afford to actually not lift and coast.
That's because he's dumping the battery, that'll be it.
Yeah, Felipe has definitely dominated the race, hasn't he?
Yeah, it gives off the impression that he might have dominated.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm being sarcastic now. You're rubbing off on me. Yeah, yeah, Felipe is just, in his own element. Like the Formula 1.5 grid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both pitted. Oh, it's been in pit lane. Oh, cost him.
Oh jeez, no.
93.7 km.
Jordi Lewis is gonna lose second at this rate, I think. He's got a lot of penalties against him.
Although 2 minutes between them as it stands, if that's right. We might be okay. I can't remember what the penalties are for. Like pit lane speed and all that.
Thomas is going to get that final podium position. He's pulling away from Roberto at this rate.
I mean, he pulled away like 3 seconds. Like not even a full lap. So, obviously Roberto must have made some sort of a mistake. But then after that, I mean, the gap's been growing, but not as much, so we've got to be on similar pace. Well, last lap, they were 0.8 different, so yeah, that's a big enough difference, isn't it?
Talk about dedication, this guy up in this crane.
They're all night.
Yeah, no, hasn't moved a muscle.
He's not really doing his job, is he? But still.
Someone must have asked him if he speaks English or Spanish. I don't know if you follow Jeremy Corbyn on Instagram, but his meme game is pretty good. Not that I'm a fan of that kind of homophobic meme, but like someone's like, do you speak English or Spanish? And then I can't remember what it follows up with, but then he's just like stood still. just different angles of him just standing still. Oh, what? Oh, what? Is that someone going into the pits then, or did they go off? I swear, like one of the Griffin cars just went flying off track. I don't know.
You've seen things. Hallucinations.
Yeah, man, I've been up too late.
Commentating too long.
Yeah.
Gone to your head. Oh.
Oh.
The Blade Wind car has had a massive crash
Oh,
at about
jeez.
200 kilometers per hour.
Just giving
That's
up.
not ideal.
On a straight.
What? They probably have just given up. With 10 minutes to go there.
Maybe his wheel died, or Cat jumped on his
maybe.
keyboard.
Is he just stopped?
Who was it that had to go, like, let their dog out mid-race or something?
What is it?
Is that not safety car?
He's just stopped on track. Is that safety car?
Oof, that'd be
think it will
spicy.
be.
No.
Oh no, he's reset.
Got excited there.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't really have been spicy. Because it would have been full course yellow, wouldn't it? So it would just be everyone going slow for the last 5 minutes or whatever. That's unfortunate. Maybe we'll be able to put some light on what actually happened there.
Not that I want to see people crash or anything, but had we had more GT3 cars, I think we would have seen that full course yellow utilised a bit more.
Oh yeah, yeah.
As it currently stands, two fairly decent GT3 drivers on track. I'm actually surprised how far off Yap has dropped off. You know, that guy is used to F3s, you know, he eats F3 for breakfast.
Listen, breathes F3.
Yeah. His I heard that his bed is shaped like an F3 car.
Oh. So I suppose Thomas has had to pit then. So he's lost the podium position. Interesting. Oh yeah. I suppose that's unfortunate, but it's part of it, isn't it?
Well, I mean, that's spice things up, I guess. Are you adamant that that was the finishing order 10 minutes ago?
How wrong I was.
There's pie on your face.
So much of it.
Nom nom nom. I've got a chocolate cake waiting for me downstairs, but I think it's a bit too late to crack it open.
Yeah, I've got a cheesecake.
Ooh.
Same problem. It's
Yeah.
too late for cheesecake. I have to wait for tomorrow.
Is it too late for porridge though?
I would argue so, yes. Oh, this coming from the person who had a chicken korma on a plane at about 1:20 in the morning.
There's nothing wrong with
So,
that. That's
you know.
perfect. That's the ideal time.
Of course.
Where is that from? Poland?
No, that was just on the plane on an EasyJet.
To where?
From Poland.
From Poland? You had... How long's the flight?
Like, yeah, 2.5 hours.
Surprised they even serve. What did you pay for that, or was it part of the flight?
Yeah, I paid for it, yeah.
Okay, fair.
To be fair, I'm surprised they had it as well. Because it was literally the last flight of the day. For some reason, it must not be very popular.
I like
Can't imagine why.
I like long haul flights. Not that yours was, but you know the idea of like you getting dinner served and things like that. You wake up in the morning, you get breakfast.
I feel like it'd be a bit smelly.
Bit
Just
what?
'cause you're all in the plane, like just smelling.
Oh yeah.
Felipe's on a fast lap again. 1.3 seconds up.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Someone needs to slow him down. He's out of control.
I mean, the fact that he's done like the entire thing by himself,
Yeah.
and he's led the entire thing. I don't think I've seen him make a mistake.
No.
Well, not like a meaningful mistake, anyway.
I wonder how much of his practice has been just doing 3-hour stints. Like,
I just wonder how many laps practice he's done. I mean, I'll probably say on this tracker.
wow. Jesus.
That is mad. 2.5 seconds faster than next fastest lap, I think.
Where was it that we were up there, weren't we, at one point?
Whew. Yeah.
Oh,
On that Dunlop bridge.
I'm trying to go there. Where is it? Here? Where's that kind of little veranda that you stand under on the...
I'd imagine they've probably not modelled it properly. I don't know.
Probably. That was a cool place. I'd probably, if I was to buy a grandstand ticket, it would probably be this here.
Yeah.
When we were walking through the grandstands like late at night on the way back to the tent, that was so surreal. It's just because it's like you're so close to it. You're just like on the other side of this fence, and it's...
Then you've just got loads of people just laid about.
Oh, that was that made me
coats and...
that made me feel like really weird. Just imagine waking up in the morning and all you hear is because your hearing is just completely gone.
Yeah. I don't know how you could possibly fall asleep like that.
I just remember I couldn't find my earplugs. Like I was just like fumbling in my pockets, and I was just getting really anxious about it. I was like, I'm enjoying this experience, but at the same time, I don't want to be in it much longer. I was just like,
Yeah.
don't know. Like I'd have a grandstand ticket for like maybe the race start or something, but it wouldn't be like something I'd want to kind of endure for like more than an hour. Not even that. I don't know. It's just too loud. Like the fact you can feel it
mean, obviously, when you're in the grandstand, it like amplifies it, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like when I went to Zandvoort with Case and Steven.
Yeah.
Porsche Cup was so loud, it just reverberates.
Jesus. Alright, sorry to cut across, but last 3 seconds now, and this is it. This is the last lap now, so once Felipe Olsen crosses the finish line, this is the race over. We have witnessed history here. The first ever Le Mans race in Formula Trout. And this guy has led from start to finish. And I think we're going for a photo finish, are we?
I believe so.
Beautiful stuff.
Oh, as the star on that crashes. I don't think they're going to lose position though. Oh, look at that.
Congratulations, Felipe Olsen. You've done a stellar job there.
Perfect drive, really, isn't it?
Really was. It really was. And you know, hats off to the Griffin team for bringing home a 1-2 there. And I'm sure, even though Jordi Lois collected a few penalties along the way, I'm sure he'll be very proud. You know, considering he hasn't spun out in 3 hours. And then we've got Roberto Radisha, who will also be very pleased with his result, I'm sure. You know, I was saying to Christoph earlier, he is constantly improving. You know, I remember he was in like the Challenger split, I'm sure, like you know, a year or so ago, and Yap has just crashed. Oh Jesus, Yap has crashed. Yap's died.
No, what?
Can someone check?
No.
Someone send out the medical car. Thomas Barbieri probably be wondering, where did it all go wrong? No, I'm joking. No bullying and not on home turf.
Yeah, there's Thomas Barbieri questioning his life choices.
Where did those last 3 hours go? No, he was only in the car for just over an hour, I believe. So I mean, it was a joint effort from him and Stevenson. Stevenson made a boo-boo. I think Thomas did pretty good at, you know, a reconnaissance drive.
I feel like you can drive as fast as you can, but you need to get your strategy right as well.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
'Cause if you're going well, but then you have to pit for fuel on like the last 5 minutes,
Yeah.
then that's just completely messed you up. Like,
Yeah.
you need to get both right. I mean, Felipe's done that.
Yeah. he sorted it. Why can't you?
No.
No.
I'm saying that.
Yeah. A lot of people made mistakes tonight. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of the fun, I guess. He eventually brings it home though, as well as Jan Dragoon. Oh jeez, what happened there? Oh, okay.
I hope that doesn't count as DNF.
No, I think it's just 2 minutes have elapsed. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that.
That was that. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. 3 hours of Le Mans over and done with.
Yippee.
Next race. Where are we racing next? I think it's Monza, I believe. Not too sure when. But yeah.
La mia Renault è come
So different.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait and see if anyone wants to interview.
I'll hang out for like 2 minutes. I think I've spent enough of my evening streaming.
Yeah, defo.
But
Positive to say you weren't expecting it. At least it was only 3 hours and not 6 hours.
you're right. I mean, if it was 6 hours, I'd get someone else to take over the next 3 hours. I'm not streaming for flipping 6 hours.
Yeah.
Not that I've got anything better to do with my life. Don't I just know it? So, meet up at Donington tomorrow, is it?
Well,
Are you...
£26 for a ticket at gate.
Okay.
Rugby Square.
Yeah? What time are you setting off?
Setting off like 10. I think we're getting
Alright.
there about 11.
I'd have thought you'd be setting off earlier.
Don't want to spend all day there.
Oh, I guess not.
3 people waiting for interviews.
Oh, let's get the race.
Maybe do
The race
Might as
winner in.
well, yeah.
Congratulations, Felipe. That was almost too dominant.
Thank you very much.
Well, I mean, walk us through it. What was it like to be completely focused for 3 hours like that?
Yeah, it was quite a challenge. It was the longest race I've ever done by quite a bit, and yeah, it was very difficult staying focused for that long, but the car felt really, really good. I did a lot of practice for this event, so I'm very happy it paid off. The car was incredible, very fast, very drivable, and I really enjoyed it. I gotta say, I was just out there doing laps, enjoying every single one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I've not seen that much dominance in a race before, in Formula Trout, I believe. So, yeah, I think there's got to be an award for that at least. What was I going to say? Were you always supposed to be driving on your own, or were you supposed to have a teammate at least for the 6-hour race?
If it was 6 hours, I would have been teammates with Christoph.
Okay.
But now that we changed it to 3, we decided I would be solo. And yeah.
Are you looking forward to Monza? If Monza's the next track, I believe.
Very much so, yeah. I really, really enjoy this car and this series. I'm really into this endurance stuff lately, and yeah, I'm really hyped, over the moon. We made this happen, and I'm really, really enjoying every single race.
That's cool. I like to hear that. I mean, I didn't know it was going to be such a. I mean, I streamed it for 3 hours. You know, I had Christoph here, I had Thomas alongside me, but I was engaged the whole time. I didn't find myself bored. It was very enjoyable to watch, and even just going on board with you for a lap and just seeing you kind of completely dialed in. It was it was really cool to see, and let's hope the other guys actually do some practice and are able to take the challenge to you. Who knows?
Yeah, it would be fun for the next races to have someone to race instead of just the GTs.
yeah, you're right. But yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I've not witnessed that much dominance in a series in a long time. So congratulations for that, and thank you for putting on just a fun show for us to watch.
Thank you very much, and thank you for organizing and streaming. And yeah, I'll be back for the next one.
Yeah, look forward to it, man.
That. Me too. Bye bye.
See ya. Who should we get in next? You pick.
Let's go for Ryan because GT3.
Congratulations, Ryan. You are the GT3 winner for tonight. You led the class, and why don't you walk us through your race and the battle with Maxi?
Well, it was the beginning of the race was wonderful. We had a great time up towards the front there. There, I mean, I was doing a little bit of fuel saving just to you know see what kind of strategy options I had available, but you know, it was still very fun for the first stint at least. I think they were on a different pit strategy, so we ended up having, you know, probably about 30 seconds between us on pits, but yeah, it was wonderful. I definitely enjoyed this race.
How does the Nissan? You don't know. You and the BMW, weren't you? How does that feel? How did it feel?
I mean, the BMW is like my car. If I could choose any car in Assetto Corsa, this is the one for me. It does everything I want it to. It handles in corners the way I want it to, exits corners the way I want it to. I've put, you know, over 30,000 kilometers into the car. This, like, it's my baby, so I love driving this thing.
That's good to hear. It's good to hear. And I mean, like watching you and Maxi going back and forth, lap after lap. Where did you feel like you had the advantage over him?
The best place for, like, the only place the Z4 really has an advantage here is in the Porsche curves compared to the Nissan. So, you know, if I got it right, I could probably put 5/10 on him in the Porsche curves, but everywhere else it's, you know, here or there.
It was really cool, like seeing the car's different dynamics kind of play out. Like you said, you know, I noticed it in the Porsche curves. You just that kind of the fast cornering, you know, that the car came alive. But then, as soon as it comes to like the slower corners or just the straights, then almost like Maxi had the advantage. And yeah, it was really cool to see.
Yeah, I hope it was good stream material.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, I can't speak for my commentary, but yeah, no, it was very much an enjoyable sight to see, and I hope, you know, the next race you can, you know, bring the challenge again.
I hope so. This is objectively the GTR's worst track. It's a lot better at slower courses where you have to really accelerate a lot.
Yeah.
It's because it's such a brick, it slows down at high speeds compared to basically everything else. But the less drag, the better off it's going to be. So I hope we're gonna have more fun going forward in the other races.
Would you consider a teammate?
Maybe. I mean, I love these. Like, I love the what you guys have been putting on here, the endurance stuff. I've talked to a couple of people. I think Magzar was going to be my driving mate today, but didn't feel like doing it towards you know, as the race actually came around. So
you're not going to convince.
We'll see.
Not going to convince your fellow American Quizno to join you now.
Oh, you know what? That maybe I could.
I think you should.
I'd love to race with him.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to see. But yeah, thank you very much for putting on a great show, and congratulations again.
Thank you. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, see you in a bit. Lano Rahim, did I pronounce your name correctly? Please tell me if I didn't.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
How was the race for you?
It was very boring, to say the least. I was at work all the time.
I mean, admittedly, you know, it's a tough race, and you know we've got some very good racers, you know, competing against you. But apologies. I mean, I've been out of Formula Trout for a bit. So, is this your first race? Were you here the last race? Have you been competing in any of the series?
No, this was my second race in Trout. My first was the Spa, 2 hours, but I crashed out on that one, so yeah. And no, this was my second.
And how has it been for you? How was Spa?
Um, how do I say this? It was very quick because I crashed out like 15 minutes in because my wheel died.
Oh, jeez. And how did this race feel in comparison?
It was better to say the least because I actually finished, so that's a positive. But other than that, I was just dead last the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that is the way the cookie crumbles. How much practice did you put in?
Total amount 0 minutes.
Okay.
That's a low number, I know.
No, well, I mean, there's, you know, you can only improve on that. Will you be competing in Monza? I think that's the next race.
Yes, I will, and hopefully this time I don't actually crash for the second time in a row.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you set yourself your own goals at the end of the day, so yeah. Look, at the end of it's not an easy thing to do. Like, if I was behind the wheel, I'd be crashing every other lap. So, congratulations on bringing the car home.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, this was my second endurance race of the day because I was doing another one a few hours ago, so I was pretty tired, but I brought the car home at least, so
Yeah.
it's a good thing. I'm feeling proud. But
Have you? Go on, you first. Sorry.
oh yeah, but the thing is, I did crash with 8 minutes to go, and that was unfortunate because I wasn't looking at my screen, and then all of a sudden I'm going into the wall. I'm like, oh no, what have I done? And then crash, boom, my engine is killed. I'm on the start of the track, and then no safety car, surprisingly.
I think we were debating it. But yeah, we have a certain rule set that kind of triggers a safety car, and I don't think you've quite met the standard. But you know, it's something we need to obviously look into as well, and probably discuss internally. But you know, like you said, you brought the car home, and you know, you can only improve on this now. You know, come next race, maybe a bit more practice, you might find yourself further up the grid order.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, depends how much practice I put in.
Yeah,
If no practice, then you can expect me at the back, all back on that.
But yeah, thank you very much for competing anyway. It's always a pleasure to witness, you know, new people join the fold, and you know, I hope you stick around.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to say one thing though. It's pretty funny that the two GT leaders crashed 8 minutes into the race.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is. Unfortunately, sometimes, you know, wheel-to-wheel racing. I think they even crashed on the straight as well. I don't know. I don't know how you managed that.
I didn't see that one.
But so be it. Anyway, thank you very much for racing tonight, and we hope to see you in the future.
Thank you guys. Have a great night.
You too. And last but not least, we got Christoph. How was that for you?
Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw you made a bit of a boo-boo in the first couple of minutes.
Yeah, like literally second lap. I was first lap, okay, tires cold, take it easy. Second lap, Indianapolis, round we go. Front was bonked. Second pit stop, like 40-50 seconds lost in total, maybe, with the spin and the extra stop and warming tires again. So
It was
that's a minute. I'll never get back.
You had a good little battle with Thomas Barbieri, though.
Yeah, that was fun. He came out of the pits. I had hot tires. I had a little bit more confidence than before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
No.
hot tires, hot me. Cold tires, cold Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, you did take advantage of him in that sense.
Yeah.
When's the next race?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
If I remember correct.
Is it definitely going to be Monza?
Yeah.
You looking forward to it?
Most likely. Oh no, I don't look forward to Monza, but people do so.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Monza. I don't know, it's a bit boring, but you know.
Track selection, like five races isn't a lot, and Assetto Corsa tracks aren't a lot, so.
No, you're right. You're right.
But they run Monza in real life, so
Yeah.
it will be good.
What was I gonna say? No, my mind's gone blank. Unfortunately, been streaming for over 3 hours, so. But
Yeah.
No. Well,
I
I
called
mean,
it. I said if there's one to spin, it's me, and I spun. So prophecy foretold.
you were one of many people, Christoph. Everyone made a mistake here, there, or you know, somewhere on the track.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, admittedly, I'm sure Jace is a bit like, well, all the effort. But look, you didn't put that much practice in. You said that at the start. You know,
I did.
You did put practice in, or you said that. How much practice did
Yeah,
you
I
put
said
in?
like 100 laps. So like, what could have been a 6-hour race? Like at least 6 hours worth.
Okay. Well, once you came
But that was last week.
alive, once you like found your groove, you know, you would. We didn't see any mistakes. I think, you know, maybe one or two here when you're like battling with Thomas, but like that happens. You know, even he was coaxed into a couple of mistakes. You know, battling you. So yeah, you know, there's always places to improve. But yeah, you know.
I wasn't quite there, but I felt that I could have been there. But in the end, I found quite interesting that I don't know, talking here the first 1.5 hours. Time passed quite slowly, but in the car it's just like 20 laps.
We noticed
That's
that
it.
when the first hour of the stream felt like ages. The second hour just went, and then the third hour, yeah, it was. I mean, I don't want you to watch the stream just because me and Thomas were just talking about anything but the race. But but no, it was enjoyable. You know, I found myself quite enjoying the 3-hour stream. You know, I'd happily come back and do another 3 hours or whatever. But yeah, you know, I'd say next time we aim for the 6-hour race. I know the turnout was pretty low, but this is what happens when we're trying to host races in the middle of summer.
Yeah, I was hoping to catch a little bit more people with the ProTech release. Admittedly, we did. The GT field is just it's not even dead. It's just people are on holidays. Like we had 11 LMHs. We could have had 11 GT3s. Now we have 22 cars.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if that was the case, I think we'd also see more. Well, we'd see full course yellow or something like that.
Monza's coming.
Monza is coming, and there's turn 1 and all the rest. But yeah, no. Thank you very much for putting this together because it was very enjoyable, and I'm sure
Thank you for streaming.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I did. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I'm glad I did. I've got nothing else to say, Christoph. So unless you have something you want to finish off on.
Join the Lemon series. Everyone who's watching, sign up for probably the 2 hours of Monza. Now.
You heard him. Thank you very much, Christoph. Congratulations on your team getting a 1-2. Nice photo finish as well. You'll appreciate that.
Yeah, if I was P2, I'd gladly take that, but.
but yeah, no. It was a great race. You know, I think that was a success. I think yeah. So congratulations. You should at least, if you're not happy with your performance tonight, you should at least be happy with how everything turned out.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Christoph, and you have a good night. So yeah, that was Christoph. I've been Kilgore Trout. Was joined with Thomas Marshall. You heard the guy. 3 weeks time, we're going to be racing at Monza. If you've not already joined, do it. I've got nothing else to say really. It is very late. I'm going to go to bed. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Kilgore rambling for way too long. Yeah. Night night.